Alright. I just left this thing on sleep mode, so Nerende should be all good to go. We'll take a look and see what's updated. Special move shop complete. Piercing Bolt, Horizon, and Maximum Draw. Sage's Staff, Lambent Hat. Lambent Hat. Look at all that shit. We got 7 minutes left on one of them. Great. Alright. Well, let's just put one person in a shop at a time, and then we'll redistribute after that. Angel Bow. I seem to remember that being pretty OP once you're able to buy it. Buy some of these other shops over here. You get a worker, and you get a worker. Oh, we need to open that one still? That's from that, I guess. Can we make this more effective? Yeah, we can get it to the point where we'll beat it today, or finish it today. I'll put it to... I'll do it to 140. Just remember that it's here. And we'll try to reassign after that. I'd like to be able to finish that so I can get somebody building the accessory shop. It was indeed a Darkwing Duck quote. You're in this town as well? Awesome, Chaos. This town's really cool. In a lot of ways. Land of sand and time. Alright. So, I don't think there's any other gear we want to buy. I can see if some of the new shop stuff that I just picked up counts. Sage's Staff. Cast single target raise. No shit. We're gonna buy one of those just to have as a backup heal or resurrect ability. What's the Lambent Hat? Magic attack, alright. Don't worry as much about that for now. I'm gonna change some jobs around. I don't need to have 2 thieves. It's kind of overkill. So instead we're gonna try... So you want to do Time Mage or Spell Fencer? What are the shit you get from Time Mage? I want her to be a Spell Fencer. Yeah, I'm a little bit past that, Chaos. After you get Thief, there's a couple more. Oh right, the scimitar that we stole from him. Seems good. And I'm going to keep her Abililink on right now just because she's getting more money out of it, which is very helpful. We're going to be playing Bravely Default today for 4 hours, so between now and about 8 o'clock Pacific. Rende's population. Don't care, I'm good. Alright, so the thing they mentioned for us to do... We need to go back and talk to Yuliana. Let me make this thing go away. There we go. We need to go back and talk to Yuliana of the Woods. Okay. Later, Chaos. See you next time. You'll almost certainly be caught up to me or already have it beaten by the time we stream Bravely Default again when Andrew and I get back from our move to New Mexico.
Simply sitting around like this.
We all need rest, my dear. Whatever we're to face next, let us do it with a full store of energy. Besides, I'm told exhaustion is murder on the skin. Think of your complexion.
My what?
Try to behave, Ring a Bell. You're upsetting the poor girl.
Is that a hint of jealousy I detect? Perhaps it's you who's upset by...
Let's see if I can... If you haven't played Bravely Default before and you want to try to figure stuff out on your own, I'm not going to spoil anything here. I'm just going to say that there's a point coming up that... well, okay. If you haven't played Bravely Default before and you want to figure it out as we play, mute the stream for a second, and I'll type in chat when you can come back. To everybody else, hey, the thing that's going to happen soon, totally, like, I figured out the twist that they're implying from this whole section.
You're hilarious.
You'll know what I mean.
I can think of no sadder creature in this world than a man unable to inspire a little jealousy. It is.
Okay. And we're back.
For now, I need some air. All this riding on the waves is...
Do you suppose he's all right?
Leave him. A little seasickness will keep him quiet.
Agnes, do you know the other Vestals? In your speech, you mentioned working with them.
This actually isn't overtime. We do sub-block that's added on to the normal schedule. But we do want to try to finish this before the Bravely Second release, so we'll try to plug in some extra time to it in April as well.
I know only the water Vestal, Olivia. I have since we were children, as our temples stand in neighboring kingdoms. Since we became Vestals in full, we've exchanged no correspondence, but I fear the rotting of the seas is proof enough that some ill has befallen the water crystal.
I don't really have a sense of what the what ill happens when the earth crystal's busted.
I pray that Olivia has fared better.
That was fast. Feeling better?
Whoa.
Vestal of the Wind Crystal, Agnes oblige. Surrender at once, or see your companion slain.
You! Dark night alternus dim!
Who? What? Idea?
What's she doing here? I guess the Narende thing you could argue is the earth crystal.
We've been mad with worry. But you are a captive to the Vestal no longer.
Remember, she's from the same Eternians
to my side.
as these guys are.
No, you keep away from him! If you intend to hurt Agnes or Tiz, you'll answer to me for it.
What? What madness is this? You speak nonsense.
I'm not her captive, and she poses no threat. I'm here of my own free will.
What then? You betrayed the Duchy? Betrayed your father? Have you lost your mind, girl?
Alright, congratulations, Kami. Rank 1. The first viewer to hit it. That's a lot of hours.
I'm entirely sane.
Nowhere to go from
In
here.
fact, there's much I've
It's like when you hit
only
level
begun to
cap in an
succeed
MMO.
now that I've gone traitor.
No more of this. Idea, bind the Vestal's hands. Do this now, and I'll forget all you've said here. Please.
Although I could probably technically do a like a prestige mode, now that I think about it. Because I can manipulate your hour count, and I can move whatever your actual hours are into like a view section, so you could like prestige and roll it over. That could be funny.
It seems you've already forgotten. I said no, Alternus.
What new form of torment is this? I cannot bear these games, Idea. Do not do this to me.
Right, exactly, favorite customer.
Take one step closer to Agnes and I'll do a lot worse. This is my decision. I'll hold nothing back. I may not be able to best you, even so. But I will see that you bleed before I die.
Aw, you're kind to say so, Kami.
You're certain, then?
I'm certain.
Yeah, that's what I went with, Sir Anderson, for that exact
Silencing
reason.
you would be a simple task. But one slip of my hand and even the flat of my blade would mean your end. I'm a poor hand at holding back.
I might come up with a prestige system. I mean, right now, I think it only affects Kami, and like the next person to be affected is hundreds of hours behind him. Is that right? Yeah, Mega Man, I think, is next after Kami, and is about 240 hours behind. But I'll think of something. We'll find out a way to make it cool for you to be prestige and reset your rank, but still have it display that you looped over once.
Then don't bother. I'm not the sort to be cowed by threats, Din. Perhaps I get that from my father.
I cannot keep this from your father. I ask once more. Will you reconsider?
Oh, that's true, Nulu. You're right behind Mega Man. Yeah, there's not actually a huge drop-off. It's a pretty clean distribution. The big jump is from Kami to Mega Man, and then it's a clean distribution from there. It's more or less a function of when you started watching. New Game Plus, pretty much.
My mind is set.
stubborn girl. You're...
Any minute
Well,
now, Goomba.
I shall withdraw for now. But know this, Vestal. You and your abettors are ever under our watch. What you aim to do runs counter to the flow of progress. You place mankind on the road to annihilation. I'll not allow you to go unchecked. It's time your wings were clipped.
Absolutely. I think everyone who is a regular on this stream is awesome.
The Sky Stone!
We have a really cool community that's been built up.
Cool
I
your head before we next meet, Adia.
couldn't have expected better.
Alternate! Tiz! Are you alright? Tiz!
Solidus. Solidus Serpent.
I'm fine. Sorry I wasn't much use back there. If I'd been more...
Way to go, Tiz.
You're safe. That is all I ask. Adia! Who was that man? He knew you!
He's a member of the Council of Six, the Duchy of Eternia's highest governing body.
And the 6 people sending an army after Agnes.
Your tone was familiar. You were close?
Yeah, they're both from, well, I guess
We grew up together.
it's one of those like, oh, you're from London? Do you know Alternus?
Rejoice, jolly companions. I found the loveliest seashells out there. Here, a gift from...
Rejoice, jolly companions. I love you, ring a bell.
Did I miss something?
Useless.
You really are hopeless, Ring-a-Bell.
Hmm?
Well,
Right?
No good, I'm afraid. She won't budge an inch off the ground.
Aw, that's a bummer.
Seems
Another game that does that, that gives you an airship pretty early and then nerfs it. I guess it was already nerfed by being unable to land in the poison ocean.
Murkerker! Blast that Alternus! And me for not seeing this coming!
But we
Alternus
can't sit
Den.
and stew here. Hurry up and do something!
If the ship's grounded, that leaves travel by foot. I suppose we'll have to try our luck with this forest and its miasma.
Okie dokie. Maybe the miasma's less shitty though now. Because there's the wind crystals fixed, right? Hooray! I murdered her hype. Alright. Area reclaimed. Venture badge. I don't know what that does, but take it. Alright, there's one other one we want to do here. All of these only have one person on them, so I'd have to take it from here. That's not that bad. Awesome. Everybody has been put to effective work. Don't remember what this is. Compound shop? Oh, I think that's like for the crafting system. Okay, cool. Mr. Gerger Sr. It's a good joke. I don't need to save as often as I worry that I have to save. I am going to do the update data thing real quick. Because the autosave is pretty robust in this game. Look how sad Aerie is. Yeah, there you go. Cool. No friends to update, but we got 3 rando friends. I'll repeat, if there's anyone in chat who owns Bravely Default and would like to exchange friend codes so that I can summon you, that would be cool. I've already wasted my 2 really good summons. I used D-Rock yesterday and Flarewing a few days ago. Dragon re-updated his though, that's nice. Preferably if you have an ability that won't kill my party. I think Goomba mentioned having a party wipe skill.
But it's not so dire that we can't manage another step.
I don't think it's the one that you played Smash with me on, Nulu, although maybe, I'm not sure if I still have you added.
thinned out the miasma for us.
Whatever the cause, we'd best take advantage of it. If we can pass, let us do so now.
Wind thinned out the miasma. All right. Chapter 2. Cool. It's just a question of when does game over trigger? Does it check to see if the enemy's dead?
I want to report on Anshine. Alternus, you're as good as any. Speak up.
I've heard rumors the wind crystal was awakened, as they would have it put.
Indeed. And worse, since its awakening, the crystal has been protected by a shield that bars all but the vessel.
I was gonna say, why don't they just go, like, fuck up the wind crystal again?
You made contact with the girl, did you not? Why did you not capture her then?
Hey, this is Bravely Default. It's for the 3DS. It's a really cool game.
Were these
Spiritual successor to the Final
animals
Fantasy
really
series.
so strong as to cow even you, Dark Knight?
They... No. Among those I saw accompanying the Vestal, one of them was Idea.
My. This is a twist.
What a twist.
Quite so, a shocking turn.
Oh, no worries, Nulu.
So what then? You
I'll throw
saw
my
her
friend code in there,
tail
if anyone else has it.
random crying? How miserable.
Still, if this is the truth, it is a troubling one. We look to you to lead all the Eternian forces, Lord Marshal. For your daughter to abet the Vestal is problematic.
Just a little
How
bit.
would you have us proceed?
Any who would join the Vestal in opposing us must be eliminated. Their birth matters not.
This guy is for serious.
Those words. But how truthful, I wonder. You would really allow her elimination?
Victoria's Terra strong, isn't she?
The task before us is larger than us all. I'll not allow private matters to slow its course.
Then, I shall go and speak with her again. Surely.
I will go. It seems the water Vestal is proving a problem as well. I shall go and pluck the both of them.
Yeah, right? Like JRPG that has a really high quality father. Can we think of
A
one?
suitable shower of accolades upon my successful return.
Wait, a really high quality father who's still alive
As you command.
and who survives to the end of the game.
Lord Marshal, are you certain of this?
Jack is the best shitty father. What's up, Fox? He's bumping into this fox all the time. Party seems to be cool with it. Yeah, I guess, you know, sometimes there's a fox. Sometimes there's a man. Spend my money. I think there's a good shield that I can buy from the Red Mage dude. Alright, so let's make sure that Ringabel has his upgrades on here. I'm gonna do Divining Rod and Dungeon Master. That's true. Earthbound, but he's so busy. He's never home. I think you're right, Yukipo. But other than that, he is really helpful. Let's just see. Game. Normally this water hurts you, but with the Dungeon Master ability, you avoid damage from it. If you've never played this one and you like Final Fantasy Psychro, this game's really, really good. It's a lot like the older Final Fantasies with the job system, particularly like Final Fantasy V. But it's improved on the Japanese RPG formula in just about every way imaginable. Nulu, you are kind to go to all this trouble to potentially give me an attack that does like 8 damage, right? Depending on when you updated it last. I guess we could dual wield scimitars. I should turn encounters back on. I think they're just completely off. Put it at 0. There we go. Need to get some XP. Yeah, I'd say Pokemon counts as JRPG. So the whole series does. Not particularly difficult JRPGs, but still JRPGs. Oh, powerful attack pierces the default effect. That's cool. I'm gonna put Adia on... Oh, she has to use her scimitar though. If I give the... Well, I guess Ring a Bell has Mug, but it costs MP, doesn't it? Yeah. Still, I want to get items, so I'm going to switch this out for the Thief's Dagger. Thief's Knife. Just get some extra stuff. There we go. I think he's still going to tend to go first because he's a thief. Yeah, that's not a bad amount of damage. Yeah, I think this is my favorite job system. I agree. There's stiff competition for Bravely Default speedrunning. Really? I didn't know anybody speedran this game. It feels like it would be too long. What's the quickest speedrun? The any percent category. Maybe it's shorter than I'm giving it credit with the way you can speed up battles and turn off random encounters. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, this game might be uniquely suited for speedrunning. That's cool. Oh, awesome, Stranderson. Hey, Tyler. Happy Thursday. How you doing? Oh, awesome, Plaster. Let me add you real quick. I am inviting people to share their friend codes so I can get your summons. Summon you in battle. If you want to add me, it's right there. Remember not to delete these when we play Smash Brothers. 203 9236 4161. Perfect. New game to credits is like 4 hours? That's not bad. That's impressive. I think 9 is the worst speedrun that I've heard of. Simply because it's very likely that you'll fail at the end of it. At the end of the 9 hours or however long it takes. Yeah, that's how I felt playing Dark Souls for the first time. Knowing that it's just universally beloved. I'm so excited for Bravely Second. Yeah, it doesn't come out here until the 15th, but we've got a couple folks from Europe who've played it already. Cool, Nulu. What's your friend code? I think we have to add each other, right? Oh shit! I just realized how badly I'm getting my ass kicked here. About to die. Oh, we got total KO'd. The hubris of playing it on auto in a random battle. Well, shit. We'll see where it takes us back to. No, Chaos, what happens is... Actually, I don't know if he can hear. Yeah, people have friend codes with... If you have Bravely Default, you're welcome to share it. I'm looking to get some extra summons to make the game. It looks like the autosave was right when we walked into this area, so it's not too bad. Anyway, if you have the game, let me know your friend code. Let me make a queue for it so you can just add them. Hold on a sec. Gonna be !BD. Yeah, so if you have this game and you have a summon that you've sent out, type !BD and then your friend code. And I'll take a sec to add you later. Yeah, if someone can type to Chaos to throw me his friend code too, so that we can summon each other. Okay, back to killing. I might need to have one person. I might need to have Tiz defend in case there's a problem. I think that's probably correct. How much does it cost to equip sword magic? It's significant. Until we get the auto spear thing where you get MP back, I think. Hey, thank you for the follow. It's good to have you, Tyler. Cool, guys. I'll add those here in a second. Post mine one more time. You need to add me too. Add in friend codes so we can summon people so that if we get stuck in a battle, it's not GG. Three, 5, 4, 0, 7, 2. I've never played Rhythm Heaven. I love rhythm games though. I want to play a rhythm RPG. The closest thing I've seen is Mother 3, which is an amazing game. Awesome, thanks Chaos. Gotcha. You should be able to pull me in too. I don't think my summons are super crazy buku bonkers, but I'll try to do one later that's at least somewhat powerful. Before the echo. Sounds cool. Arizona, here to the max. I think the plan was to do, we're gonna do monk until we get the natural talent thing that lets you get a huge status bonus for not having anything equipped. Looks like the way forward. Let's go this way instead. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, so the way Nemesis monsters work is the square creates them, and they're of different levels of power, and then they seed them to some specific players around the world, and then they spread via street pass over the internet, like a virus, basically. So it depends on what level they're at. Might win here. It's gonna be close. Cool. So if you, I think I wasn't able to fight any of the Street Pass Nemesis until I was like level 99, or very high level. Like even the ones that are even leveled with you, if anyone sends one to you, are gonna be very, very difficult to fight. Might want to equip some poison immunity. Hold on one sec. I think we only have one of them though. Give him a star pendant. Yeah, we want him to be able to steal better. Yeah, it's, people have had the game for so long now that everyone's sending out the level 99 monsters. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It was just like an extra challenge. It's like they're like the game's super bosses. They give you a challenge even if you've already kicked the ass of the final boss of the game. The Dio doesn't really do enough damage for this to be an effective strategy. Especially with Tiz just defaulting every turn. We'll have to revisit this after this round here. I could switch her job, or I could change up her attack pattern so that she starts by using some sword magic. I mean, she's got a bunch of MP. If she casts one spell per battle, that's not the end of the world. I think I'll do that. Agnes is almost out, but that's okay. Yeah, they'll leave you alone. They're not going to hurt you. You can just fight them whenever you feel like it. Cool, gotcha, Tail. Make sure you add me too. Throw my friend code back in. Add you after this fight. So instead we're gonna do attack, 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 attack. And Tiz can keep defending for now, and she's gonna do... Let me send something so I'm less sucky. Now let's do hack and slash for one round. Then we'll do... Let's do sword magic, let's do fire sword. And let's do summon, send, special, hack and slash. And we'll do attack, attack, and then you, my friend, will do 4 of these things. Alright, so this should come through now. It's not a ton of damage, but it's also not bad. Next time I go to a save, I think that will transfer over to whoever summons me. Street Pass data updated, perfect. And I think so long as you use that send thing, you can refresh your attack. So if I end up having to use someone's summon, you can resend it by booting up the game and doing that. Thank you very much, Tails. 2681 3258 7283. Yeah, I'm really stoked for Bradley 2nd. I did beat this one already, but it was around the time the game came out, and nice to have it be fresh. Still another chest here somewhere, so there must be a secret path, I guess? Doesn't look like there's any secret paths. Obviously there's the blue chest, but we can't get to it. Maybe it comes from a different path, a different area. We want to do the same thing. Let's see what happens. There's just 2 of them we can do the audio attack, no problem. That adds a significant amount of extra damage to her fights. We'll see what happens when it's a different group, though. I'm gonna drop the encounter rate down to 50%. Okay. Oh, there it is. We must come at it from a different path. Cool. No worries. So thank you, Goomba. Goomba, is you're still the Dark Nova one? I can probably find, as soon as I find some gear that lets me absorb shadow damage, I can use it. These are the guys I was worried about, because they summon multiples of themselves. Fire damage is useful for them, but they keep spawning. That's a problem. I don't know if there's a hard limit on the number of them that can spawn. Let's do a bunch of attacks. Tiz, we're gonna have you use... Oh, does you have to have it equipped to use it? I think that's how it works. So we're gonna equip the Sage's Staff, and then we're gonna use it. The res ring a bell. And she's gonna do a round of attacks. I think there's some kind of hard limit on the number of times they can replicate themselves. And 4 kings all over again, yeah. Yeah, no worries. I think it would just be fun. Summon people. I do really like the style of indirect multiplayer in this game. Alright, we're gonna add Goomba real quick. And we'll keep moving. It looks like having Fire Sword definitely makes a difference. We just need a little bit more XP, I think, so that those things aren't such a huge threat when they come up. Cool. Playing Bravely 2nd recently. Oh man. Such bummer. So jelly. Name's BS. Okay. So, we've got the encounter rate turned down. We've got 5 chests in this area. Earthing Rod makes you immune to paralysis, I think. We've found one of those. Alright, these guys we should be fine. Yeah, no problem. Don't even need to use everyone for it. There might be a save point dude here. They're called adventurers, the guys who look like red mages. I don't remember, does Bravely Default have red mages? I think it might have a version of red mages, but I don't remember if they're actually called that. Oh wait, no, it does. I remember now. You have somebody like cast on all of them and get them to stop doing that. We're gonna be in trouble. She doesn't remember to cast her thing. Oh yeah, Tiz, you just keep casting rays every turn. That's not a bad idea. He's the one who's most likely to die in this paradigm. Yeah, you just keep summoning dudes forever. Would just the auto battle get her to use her fire thing again? Yeah. Just keep picking them up, Tiz, forever. Perfect. Hopefully they don't spawn more. Spawn more. Good God, we gotta have Tiz come in and do a bunch of spell casts on everybody. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna cast fire on all of them and hopefully just finish them off. Phew! I'm starting to get real worried there at the end. Good God. Not joking around. Yeah, since they keep spawning. Alright, we're gonna use, well, it's not enough potions to justify using in that way. Happy with that for now. I'm gonna keep auto battle turned off for a bit. I might need to start using Tiz and auto battle. Not kidding around with these enemies, man. Just spawn when you take a physical attack. Is it 100%? It's like a chance for them to spawn, right? I don't think it's guaranteed. Yeah, that sounds right. Alright, we're gonna update data real quick. Add some friends. Get moving. Yeah, the net friend is a once per day thing in case you don't have any real life friends. You can populate your end day by sending requests to randos. It's nice. You made 6 friends. Heck yeah! Nulu with 3,000 damage. Let's think positive. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I have to hold on to the Gigaton swing. Good God. Oh, that's the one that makes me invincible for a turn? Cool, Nulu.
Well, this is unusual. It's not often you reach out to contact me directly, Dark Knight.
I'll not take up more of your time than necessary. I have a request of a delicate nature.
The Blood Rose Legion is deployed in Florem. If this favor poses no conflict to my mission, I'll consider it.
The Vestal of Wind has entered Florem. We're certain of it.
Ah. Hence the news I just received that Victoria and Victor
Cool,
will
I'll
be
update it
joining
later
us
then.
there. I see.
The only problem is that Idea is accompanying her.
Accompanying
a
the
problem.
Vestal.
She's been deceived. seduced by that witch's words. I tried to talk some sense into her, but the two of you are practically sisters. Perhaps she'll listen to you, if not me.
That girl has
Yeah,
caused
awesome.
you no
Thank you,
end
Nulu.
of grief over the years. Very well. I shall do all I can. But should my sisters make contact first, best you gave up on her.
Valkyries are a relabeled Dragoon, basically. They're slightly more flavorful for this universe.
I can scarcely keep these two in check any longer.
I think Valkyries are one of the classes that I don't really care for the costume. Time Mage is the other one. I see what the idea was. Like, oh, they jump, so they should have little spears on the bottom of their dresses so that when they land, they spike the... It looks goofy.
Girls, you heard him. You will continue your current mission as ordered. The Vestal may attack at any moment. Stay vigilant.
Yes, sister.
Cool. Another group of people. Does anyone else smell something funny? Sorry about that, I had to cough. You guys like the Valkyrie's design? It's certainly functional. I really, really like the way Dragoons look, so I think I'm biased. Okay, so there's a K that we probably don't want to dick around with. I guess as long as you embrace its silliness. Alright, more village population. Take advantage of that. Let's use it on places that we're not going to finish today under any circumstances. It's still not going to happen. Now that could happen. Actually, I might want to get the... care less about the special move parts. I'm more excited about getting the accessory shop built up. Can do that pretty effectively. Cool. I love this game's soundtrack, it's so good. Let's do everybody. We might switch that from the Sage's Staff. I guess he's guessing fire again, that's not bad. Uses a lot of MP in the long run though if we're not careful with it. I'm surprised that the way JP scales in this game that you end up getting so much more of it as the game progresses. I would have approached it a little bit differently. Like, maybe make it so that the amount of JP earned per battle is relatively flat. Maybe it goes up a little bit as you move through different chapters, but like by function of 1 or 2, not where it's really easy to master your skills the closer to the end of the game you get. So I like having XP as the thing that gets really, really out of control over time, and it gets easier and easier to level up as you get more and more XP, but I like it better when, I think it was like Final Fantasy V, the most AP you'd ever get from a regular fight was 10, that was an obscene number, and you got like 100 from a one-time fight with like Cactuar enemies. Land of Light and Flowers. Awesome.
Is it just me, or are there awfully few men around?
Men make fun women's basketball.
Florem is called the Land of Radiant Flowers for a reason. All its residents are female.
Yeah, I agree, Tyler. Does that change at all? Do they change the calculus on that in Bravely Second?
What? A whole nation of women, you say?
God. Ring a Bell's voice actor is pretty great.
And if a man comes here, what do they do to him?
You needn't worry. Men cannot take up residence, but no law bars them from visiting.
Poor Tiz.
You're red as a beet, Tiz. Are you blushing?
Oh no, hearing it's all ladies here, I just got a little nervous is all.
That's adorable.
Hey, I just didn't know, alright? Don't tease me.
Yeah, me too.
Look here, Tiz. My journal describes this place in crisp detail. True to the old teaching.
Of course it does.
Florem
Ring a bell.
live in chaste humility, in coexistence with the spirits of nature. Devout crystallists, they reject war and conflict, instead choosing lives of peaceful reflection. Hear that? A land of maidens, pure and modest, fit to shame the flowers of the field. Angels all.
You didn't... That's... Okay, that's your interpretation, Ring a bell?
Give or take those two.
Feast your eyes. Well, I finally had it dyed. Brightest color I've seen yet. Well, have you seen this? A spirit hairpin. My coin purse is empty, but come on, worth it.
Pure and, well, maybe not so much modest. But surely they seek external beauty to match their...
I like that Ring a bell's disappointed by that.
Cool.
What's wrong?
Oh, that's cruel. She's soaking wet.
Someone just like throw water on Agnes, Carrie style?
Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I was dazed by your hideous hair, and my hand slipped.
What in the world?
That awful cow dropped something.
It's a flyer. 47th annual Sacred Flower Festival, it says.
Oh, Plaster, I'm exactly the opposite. I feel like I have to use those items.
Ah,
To the point where it's kind of stressful. That if you give me an item or an ability that increases the rate at which I get XP and JP in a game like this, I will always equip it over everything else. And I don't like those items for that reason, because I feel like I have to use them. And then I don't get to enjoy the other cool accessories.
Lovely. A beauty contest. Now he'll never shut up.
But that isn't right. The Sacred Flower Festival is a day of solemn observance of the Crystallist faith. What's more, this place is different. Its streets were not so overrun with glamour and idle pleasure.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Tilsy.
It's
good to have you. Welcome.
Well.
How's your Thursday treating you?
Go to speak with Florem's Matriarch at once.
On it. Yeah, a couple new people in chat. If you're new to the stream, hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. Monday through Friday, we're playing cool games like Zelda, Final Fantasy, Bravely Default, of course, Pillars of Eternity, Shenmue, Dark Souls. If it's cool, we're going to try to beat it on stream. If you want to see some of the games we've already played, you go to games.marstead.com as a list of the titles we've already beaten and are working on. You go to vote.marstead.com to vote for the next game. This one was voted on the spreadsheet. I think it had the most support as a per user basis. Like it received votes from 20 people, which is quite a few. But other than that, if you're just here for Bravely Default, check the schedule. It'll be on. We're going to be trying to push through to beat it before April 15th. Existing multiplying system? Gotcha, yeah. I'm down with not having any money. It's frustrating. It's so hard to balance from a development perspective to set it up so that things are expensive enough such that you can't just buy everything in every town. Like, I think I remember Final Fantasy IV, I always had way more gil than I needed. But there are comparatively few JRPGs that I can think of where stuff's expensive, but it's not stupid expensive. Like, Dragon Quest VIII is an example of the opposite, where everything is too expensive and you have to grind and grind to afford one item. I think that's a problem. You don't even get to make the interesting decision of which of these do I want to buy. You just can't afford any of them. Get this fire rod, maybe. Well, I think it's more important to have the good bow, honestly. There's a frenzy dagger. It causes berserk. I don't know if I want to inflict that on enemies. That's more the kind of thing that... Okay, we'll keep the composite bow for now. I think the scimitar is what we already had. Looking at some of the other stuff real quick. Already have the spiked knuckles. And it's the same scimitar we already equipped. Thank you, Goomba. I appreciate it. I'll refresh it real quick. Add friends. I think it's update data, but I'll check here in a sec. Guessing berserk on enemy mages. Yeah. I guess it depends on what enemies you're fighting. I'm lame. I tend to shy away from stuff that's more situational. Like, oh, this is only really effective if it's used on a group of spellcasters. It's depth in the game that I like, but... yeah, I can hear you, Plaster, for sure. My hero. Awesome. PogChamp. That will be helpful, thank you. The floral aroma will soothe you to sleep. We should go... Oh man, I forgot there was a spell shop here. We should have gone there first. You gotta have all the spells, even if they're not super exciting. 2 tired boys. You said it. It's got the 2 of you yawning first thing in the morning. It's a party buff. Mr. Night Owl here comes stumbling back to the room. Call it a light sleeper. Cool. Oh, poor Tiz. He's so sleepy. Okay, I think he was kidding. I didn't realize. Alright, so we want to have all of this. Ooh, take this. I'll just have everything on the menu. This all sounds great, but unfortunately it requires that we make Tiz more effective as a white mage. Need to get him up. So he already has access to Black Magic level 3. That's exciting. I could make him a white mage with access to time magic. Haste is such a good ability. I basically want to have it all the time. Oh right, I don't have to, it doesn't work the way I thought it did. I don't have to equip it separately. That's convenient. I'm gonna get him up until he can use Cura. I think we'll still have a second rod equipped. Seems correct. Thank you, Nilu. Appreciate it. Good looking out, as they say. Magnet for men. Is that so? Man, I ain't even trying to hear that, dude. That's a pretty strong one. Arm and 2 legs, isn't it just amazing? Everybody's dyeing their hair colors and wearing these hairpins. No use for girls who just stand there showing off their awful, boring colored hair. Really? That's how you're gonna do me? Yeah, it's a pretty high pervert count. Maybe the game is good in spite of that.
Who might you be, child?
Oh, yes,
Agnes
Oblige.
Oblige, Vestal of Wind. It has been many years, Lady Matriarch.
Oh, I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Florem is more beautiful for your visit.
She seems nice.
On the topic of Florem's beauty, Lady Matriarch, Just what has happened here?
Yeah, what's the deal?
Then you've seen it, have you?
Yeah. Oh, I love this game from a... The audio is great, but the visuals are very, very pretty.
Be sister to the flowers, woods, and waters, pure of mind and body. Those were Florem's ways. Emphasis on were, I fear. Now the girls war over who can ornament herself the loudest. They spend their days staring into mirrors, while nature's beauty is lost to them. Their neglect has turned Florem's lands to wastes. Her beauty is all but lost.
How has this happened?
At least there's one person here
At
who's
some
reasonable.
point, there emerged the notion that prosperity was limited only to the most beautiful.
But you guide this land's laws, Lady Matriarch. Did you notice no change?
Dia raises a really good question.
Not until it was complete.
Oh, okay. I guess that kind of thing happens, doesn't it?
It truly was an insidious thing. And now I am left to curse my powerlessness.
Hey,
to
Kevin.
reverse this corrosive time.
How you doing? Good seeing you again.
I join you in despair, Lady Matriarch. My pure
Ring a
and-
bell.
Going to cut you off there, Ring a Bell.
I love their reaction to him. It's
Lady
perfect.
Matriarch, I wish to speak with the Vestal of Water. Is Olivia at the temple?
Ah, of course. The two of you were so inseparable as girls. You scarce passed a day apart. Seems almost yesterday that. Fond memories of fairer times. But I fear the Vestal of Water is in hiding. Even I cannot say where she makes her hermitage.
No.
Then how does the temple
This is a good
of
party
water
on the
fare?
whole, I think.
It suffers for the absence of its.
I like that it
mistress
feels like
and
it's...
her
Agnes is particularly important, but this definitely feels like they're all the main character together.
Agnes, it may still hold some clue. Why don't we begin there?
Yeah, this town music is really good. I'm trying to think, what's my favorite town music in any game ever? That's a really hard to call.
Yes. Yes, of course.
I'm gonna have to start considering that one. Wild Arms has some pretty bitchin' town music. So her and Olivia, the water vestal, were friends, grew up together. Always together, walking the same path and step. Couldn't have endured the vestal training without her. She was always the talented one, smarter than me, kinder as well. She sounds so bright. Traded letters every day. Writing is often, but I never imagined anything like this. Sure, we'll find her. She's probably looking for you too. Good on you, Tiz. Staying positive. Fisherman's Horizon's a good song. Yeah, Tiz is the character who's practically... He may as well be a silent protagonist. He's like the blank slate that I guess you're kind of expected to project onto. It's tough when your character is, you're the naive shepherd's boy, right? That implies that you don't know. But I guess you think about it like that, so is Luke Skywalker. He's the naive moisture farmer, but he ends up having a character arc. I think you can argue for it, Tyler. That's a good one too. Not a person insight. 1 second. Just ping me. That one comes up on my Rainwave quite a bit. Yeah, that's fine, Plaster. Go for it. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I love that song. Dun, 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 dun. This is such a clean soundtrack overall. It does everything right. Life in the temple is rich and perfectly tranquil. Tranquility is great in moderation. Growth in the temple was simple enough for us, or simply enough for us. It's different. All kinds of chests to grab. Presumably no enemies. Yeah, I never did the AR scenes in this game. Cause they didn't come with cards for it, right? You had to go online to get them?
This place is in a grim state. But it feels different from the Temple of Wind somehow.
There are no traces of damage from monster or miasma. This is erosion. Time left these scars.
Time Scar. I think that's my favorite opening credits music from Chrono Cross. Right. Phoenix down. Phoenix feather.
Nothing. There's no sign of anyone here.
The same
Yeah.
as the Temple of Wind.
No.
I'll have to watch them at some point.
looks the
Do they have
same,
them in this
it's anything
Bravely
but.
Second as well?
What do you mean?
It isn't that no one is here. There is no sign of anyone ever having been here. Not in years.
That doesn't sound good. It does. Yasunori Mitsuda is the man. Yeah, for me it was like I really, really wanted to play the game, and I think I had it in bed the first night that I played it. And it was like, you should do this AR scene. I was like, oh man, I want to play the game. I don't want to get up and go to my computer.
Have a look. These
Oh,
are
okay, cool.
Vestal guards, aren't
I'll try to watch it then when we play Bravely Second.
They should be Olivia's.
they? The design is a bit different from yours, Agnes. Not bad, I must say.
Must you? Really?
I love how a DA handles Ring a Bell. It's, I will probably say that every time she handles him, but it feels very natural, you know. That could be a triumph of the localization as much as anything else. Oh, there's another chest here somewhere? Alright, we'll try to find it real quick before we exit. Must be a secret path somewhere that I'm missing. Not down there. Doesn't look like it's on that side wall. Maybe down one of these paths. Good on Divining Rod. That's my favorite way of suggesting hints to a player. Just telling you the count of things in the room. They do it in Link Between Worlds as well. It just lets you know whether you should bother continuing to search an area or you're safe to move on. Saves the player time. Locket that nullifies charm. Okay, we haven't fought any enemies with charm yet. I forget, does this game have the ribbon accessory? The immunity to all status effects? I seem to remember it having accessories that give you immunity to 2 status effects, but... And Crystal's Darkness is really good.
This is... No!
Ribbon hat. Gotcha, Tyler. A convenient shield that prevents us from fixing it, isn't it?
A shield already surrounds the crystal. The same as that I placed upon the Crystal of Wind.
Except this one's blue, so Olivia must have done it.
Does that mean Olivia already awakened this one? But it's so dim.
Later, Sir Anderson. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
It looks more like the shield was put up to stop the dark from swallowing the crystal entirely.
The water Vestal is the only one who could have created it, and now only she can remove it.
She must have sensed what was happening sooner than I. She managed this just before the crystal was lost, and then she hid.
I can't say what her reasons were, but she handled the situation brilliantly. I'm impressed. There's no risk of the crystal being swallowed up like this, or of any humans meddling with it.
The fact that her shield stands is proof Olivia lives. Isn't it, Eri?
Uh-huh. Wherever she is, she's doing fine.
Cool.
That's an enormous relief.
So that means we need to find her if we want to awaken the water crystal, right?
Didn't think it would be that
That's
easy.
the best way, certainly, but not the only one. These shields can only be invoked by the Vestals of fire, water, wind, and earth, and dismissed by the same. But that's not to say that the water Vestal's shield can only be dismissed by the water Vestal. You should be able to get past your shield, Agnes, and awaken the water crystal too.
Is that true?
She's so happy.
There are 2 such cases written of in the Crystalist scriptures.
I think you should do it, here and now, while we have the chance. The whole world could fall into shadow if we don't hurry. We can search for Olivia as soon as we're done.
I cannot. If the water crystal is to be awakened, it ought to be at Olivia's hand.
Yeah. Yukiko and Leon, you were on it.
The rite of awakening has been performed only a handful
Go,
of times
planet.
in the history of the Crystal Orthodoxy. It's only right that Olivia be the one to release the prayers of the lineage of water vessels.
Heart is the 5th element in 2 things. The movie The 5th Element and Captain Planet.
Well, yes, but we don't know where she is. Where do we even start looking?
It's the spell fencer. It's called the Magic Knight in some other Final Fantasy games. She like casts spells on her sword. It's quite good. But she said that the 4 Vestals put up the shields, but any Vestal can remove them. So it doesn't go water to water, it goes Vestal to Vestal. Actually, out of curiosity, what support abilities? Auto Spear. Let's see. But we want her to have more money for now, so we'll keep that as it is. The power of Mullet is the most powerful of all. It's consistent with the Final Fantasy history on it.
Show any who struggle no mercy.
They found us. It's over. All over.
It's meant to have this like Persian quality to it, or that's been the. There's definitely worse. That's true.
We have to make it to safety. Now run.
What was our crime? Is a quiet life of piety such a grave offense?
We've done no wrong. No wrong at all.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't like my, the costumes that bear skin for the sake of bearing skin. I think that one's, it's thematically appropriate, so it doesn't bother me as much. What do we have right now? Time Mage is still one of the worst I've seen. Merchant looks really reasonable. Thief seems fine. Actually, all the jobs we have so far are fairly reasonable as far as the costumes go. Like, if you're a knight, you have full armor, Because, like, the male characters also don't have full armor if they go sword spellfencer, right? I guess they just have, like, long flowing robes. Andrea doesn't ever want to play my wife. She loves Time Mage in games, but she refuses to play it in this game because the costume is so stupid looking.
Not just empty, but utterly abandoned, you say? Still, it pains me to say I haven't a clue where the Vestal of Water may be.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair, Leon.
Indeed.
I'm surprised they didn't bring the veil to both of them. I think they all had veils in Final Fantasy V.
I am sorry.
Oh wait, no. The dudes had turbans, and the female characters had veils. If you played Mystic Knight in FF5.
Then we're at an impasse.
Thank God, Plaster.
What drove her into hiding to begin with?
Were the Eternian forces after her? If they wanted Agnes, it stands to reason.
Who was sent here to Florem? The Blood Rose Legion! Do we go pick a fight?
I am a wanted criminal, and you a traitor. We could be marching to our own executions.
If I may, this seems like a job for my journal, Let's see what hints it can offer.
What's the deal? Ring a bell.
I'm not certain this is terribly relevant, but I found a curious passage.
What does it say? Anything could help.
Promise you won't get mad.
Uh-oh.
Very well.
The Wind Vestal entered the Sacred Flower Festival. And it ends there.
What?
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 Give it up, Ring a Bell.
That was the beauty contest they were talking
She's
about.
entering some tawdry pageant. Let me see that. Huh. Well, I'll be. It really does say that.
How do we know Ring a Bell isn't just writing shit in that book?
Agnes? Hello? There's no call to panic here. Just because it says something in Ring a Bell's book doesn't mean you're forced to play along if you don't.
No, I'll do it.
What? Are you serious? Really?
Though the celebration has changed, the festival remains Florem's most important ritual, does it not?
Just so. It was a time of prayer for
Just
the
so.
year to come, for a bountiful harvest and freedom from illness or harm. One girl was chosen for her purity of heart to serve as flower maiden till the next year's festival.
So it wasn't always a beauty contest.
She would join the spirits in nurturing Florem's flowers. It was an honor and a great responsibility. But recent years have seen it become a hollow shell. They compete by skin-deep beauty alone.
Yet it still remains an important event, attended by all in Florem. If I enter, Olivia will know I've come to seek her out.
Aha! Then we won't have to look for her because she'll find us.
Nice
It's
plan.
dangerous. That's a lot of attention you'll be calling to yourself.
Self-fulfilling
I
prophecy.
understand the risks, but if it means I am able to see Olivia, I will enter.
Then, I'll help however I can.
I'm not certain a man would get...
I didn't say I would enter!
I think he's just giving you shit, Tiz. It's cool.
This is all so roundabout. Are we really doing this? I still say awakening the crystal should come first. Are you listening? Hey!
Aerie,
Hey,
given the
listen.
tasks that lie ahead, I think enlisting the aid of the other Vestals must come first.
I guess, but still. So, do you have any idea of how the new Sacred Flower Festival even works, Agnes?
I do not. Given all the changes here, the mind boggles.
Well, we did pick up that flyer. Let's have a look. Oh, entrants will flaunt their beauty on the stage for all to see.
Great.
Beauty contest. Plain and simple, then. From the sound of it, competition will be fierce.
They should have. They should pull a Final Fantasy VII and have Tiz enter and drag.
There's no need to win. I need only alert Olivia to my presence.
But, and I say this with love, you're rather plain, dear. You could get lost in the sea of color.
She's wearing a huge orange dress. Are you serious?
Am I? Then
God.
what do you propose?
This is an actual problem in Hollywood where, you know, they'll do these movies where they'll cast the ugly girl, and she's this like amazing, gorgeous
Luckily,
actress that they have in
the
Hollywood. They'll do something like
potential
put her
here is
hair up and give her
top-notch.
glasses.
Wouldn't
You know,
say, Tiz?
it strains credibility.
Why are you asking me?
Look at him blush!
You're a gemstone in the rough, Agnes. That's my professional opinion.
Then tell me, what must I do?
Right.
I suppose step 1 is studying up on
I
the
put it
trends
down
here
and
at
take the glasses
Florem.
off. Oh my goodness. Très fashionable. What's fashionable here? Fashion what? Fashionable. You know, fashionable? That's how the hip kids said it back home. Or should I be pronouncing it fashionable? I think that's how it's implied. Later, Kevin. Fashionable. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Fashionable, then? It's a gift from my mother years and years ago. If you have around you like this, it makes for the perfect accent. Absolutely fashionable. Aww. Tis. Your shoes are blinding. Proper pompadour is a joy and a responsibility. Shoes and belt must match. That's only the beginning. You don't know the half. Clothing I really like, I never wear. I don't want to get dirty, do I? I love Tiz. What use are clothes you can't wear? See, you're the only country bumpkin in the group. I don't know, I'm on Tiz's side. Times one must suffer to be fashionable. Think of it as a sweat towel. Aw.
The latest thing in Florem? This spirit hairpin I'm wearing? Obviously, it's the must-have item. Want one? Well, too bad. The traders don't stock them. Who does? Not telling.
What a mean person. Tried Mama's lipstick. Girl is cuter than the next. Hair cross arm and leg. Boring hair. Bite me, you know? Bite me. Brown is a perfectly fine hair color. Yeah, Adia's like 22. She's a wise, wizened old woman. Oh! Her hair is to die for. Oh, looks like we gotta get something at the item shop.
Here for a spirit hairpin? I'm sorry, but I fear we don't carry them here. There's a specialty merchant who comes into town every so often. Seems they're the only source. Though, if you're hunting trends, all the girls are dyeing their hair these days. Like that girl there.
A suitably loud groan.
Though, I'm afraid we don't carry dyes either. Really, where do they get all this stuff?
You are a useless shopkeeper. Agnes, you should pull a Rio and just walk into her store like, tell me the best item shop in town. That's kind of rude, Rio. Florem's finest food. What is Florem's finest delicacy? I would dearly love to escort you, without question, but I'm also just plain hungry. Let's see, we're gonna get our necessary Bravely Default list of clothes. Stream noodles and water jellies. Eel wafers. Queen perch. Delicacy made by stacking thin slices of eel from Florem's marshlands. Quite famous. Riverfish prized for their aroma, they swim upstream at this time of year and are served salted or fried. Eel wafers, fried perch, and water jellies.
My hair color? Isn't it just to die for? That wasn't a pun. Anyway.
Exactly, Yukipo. I come here every day, but I don't want to buy anything. Can you tell me about your competitors?
Pedal Hue, they
What the
call
hell,
it.
Rio?
It's the biggest thing ever.
You're straining what it means to be
I
Japanese
discovered
here.
it first.
Pedal Hue.
Other trends? Like I'm gonna tell you. I'm all the beauty Florem needs, thank you very much. But some of the men here have traveled all over. They may know something new. Ooh, if they do, tell me.
Will do.
The latest trend? Who cares? Forget about the newest thing. Show me the sexiest.
God.
An enlightened opinion. What a woman needs is boldness.
I love you to ring a bell.
We're going sexy.
That lady there's on the right track. Get her to teach you a thing or two.
Someone else is on their way in, it looks like. I want this and that. Dia and Ring a Bell on a shopping spree. I already own a dress that's practically identical. I have that discussion with Andrea quite a bit. Mine is no fuller. I haven't got 2 coins to rub together. You didn't understand, Tiz.
Sexy clothes? You certainly won't.
What's
find
yours
them
is
in shops
hers, and what's
here.
hers is hers.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The old man of the woods comes a few times a year. He's a total pervert, but the clothes
Oh great, we gotta go talk to Yoyana.
The old man of which woods exactly?
But we've only met one old man of the woods.
Somewhere in
Sure, there can't be
Southeast,
more than one of
down
those.
past Mount Fragmentum, from what I hear. Whoever he is, he said he knew the Matriarch and the Vestal of Water. He was leering when he said it.
All the money he's collecting off the monster corpses, of course. Let me update data real quick since some people sent new abilities over. There we go, that should work. Alright, thank you, Nulu. Good looking out. Got stillness for when we get in trouble. I think that's the way to go. Oh, let's ask the Matriarch. Really? You want to ask whether it's Ilyana or not? Yeah. So in film, it's called dramatic irony when the audience knows something and the characters don't. But I don't know if there's a word to describe it when the characters should know something and the audience knows it and the characters haven't figured it out yet because they're dumb. I feel like I see it more in video games than I ever see it in television and film. But it's very irritating.
Matriarch, pardon my asking, but do you know of a perverted old merch?
Yeah, this game is pretty awesome, Game Saucer. I love it. Awesome, Boros. Yeah, I have the same in my main save file.
Sage of Juliana, then.
He didn't even have to finish.
This game's fun to 100%, I think.
How a man of his years manages the trip here from the Juliana woods on foot, I'll never know.
This is definitely the best and most innovative JRPG in 10 years. It's a really cool story,
What?
too.
There's a path connecting Florem and Juliana by foot?
It's still dramatic irony.
Done. Let's be off.
It's unsettling how eager you are about all this.
Oh, so you're thinking from a flavor perspective that when you kill an enemy, it's... When they drop money, what's really happening there is that some, you know, thankful person in the nearby town compensates you for it. An old man like the sage still travels to town by foot. Evidence of the man's tireless commitment to sexy clothes. I knew from the moment I saw him he was no ordinary grandpa. Dramatic stupidity. What makes a garment sexy? Why spoil the surprise? Black is pitch. I think think she's black as pitch and white as snow. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Side quests starting soon, it sounds like. Might have to come here at nighttime though, because there's a thing that's marked. Do you guys know, can I do this side quest immediately? Is it one of those come back at night sort of things? I think that's the case. Oh, there's a couple of them I can do. We're going to try to do all the side quests before we progress. They tend to terminate in new jobs. Yeah, I'm going to try to do the Bravely second demo before it comes out.
I would beg a favor. I'd like your help searching for two girls. Sisters. And still just children. They were seen heading for the gardens at the city's west, but haven't returned. It's my own fault. They came in asking after spirit hairpins. Oh, if you didn't know, those hairpins are all the rage these days.
Boros, I assume you're a Magic the Gathering fan?
Part of what the girls are calling the Holy Trinity of fashion. Incredibly expensive, though. Anyway, I don't stock them here. But I told them I might find some in the gardens. The gardens are a dangerous place for children, you see. I'd hoped to scare them off the idea. I was a fool to assume. If you find them, please bring them home.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer, Plaster. I'm sorry to hear that. That was a super bummer. I'll try coming back here at night. Oh, that sucks.
Come and get the dye that brought color back to Florem.
I bought an upgraded, I got like a 64 gig SD card for mine, my 3DS.
Only make it yours for just 1,000,000 P.
Million P? You gotta be kidding me.
It can't be legal to charge that much for some dye.
Nice, Boros. Yeah, I played it a bit during Mirrodin Besieged. Innistrad and Return to Ravnica, but haven't really played since then. I think I like drafting better than I like constructed. Good flavor choice, though.
Why not give it a try, Agnes? It's your chance to kick that plain Jane image for good.
I really don't want Agnes with blue hair. Someone done fan art of Agnes Lemon Grab with her saying unacceptable all the time. Alright, we're gonna get into some battles and let it become nighttime. I think I might be able to do the other quest that's in there. Oh, you know, I'm not sure. I think there's a menu for it, maybe? Like, if you try going to the system settings, I think there's probably one in there that's for your storage space. Settings data manage, thank you, Plaster. On it. Probably because you had to do it recently, yeah? Did I turn the encounter rate off again? No, just 50%. That's where I want it to be, because I want time to pass quickly enough. So I don't think it keeps passing while you're in a battle. These are the enemies that you can fight really early in the game if you take the airship out to that island I showed off. They shouldn't be a problem now, but they're pretty tough the first time you are able to do it. Let's go, Fira. Should we just have him cast once on all foes? Oops. She's got sword magic. She can cast Fira too. To get another point, I might give her the auto spear blade. And we'll go back to attacking with him. I don't think you can actually steal anything really important from most enemies. Most of the important steals come from bosses. You just get like crafting materials and potions and consumables from regular enemies. Good night, sir. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Sleep well. Good game, Boros Paladin. That was my first Fire Emblem and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Thank you, Leon. Murdered her? Hey, Elmo, it's nighttime. Let's go. See, it looks like Nerende is available for an upgrade. Venture badge. Cool. Alright. Let's hit this guy up. See what that does later. We have at least one person working on everything here. Do I not have someone here? Looks like more people gonna be freed up soon. It doesn't have a time limit, that's how we know it's not being touched. Throw more people over on this guy. Cool. 24k blocks. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's why I ended up buying one plaster. I also got an external card, or an external HDD for the Wii U, because I like to get all my games digitally. It was a nighttime thing. Beautiful.
Isn't this hair color amazing? It was worth every peak I have, which is what it cost.
Do you tell me people in town have a million peak just sitting around? I didn't really completely appreciate the economy in this game.
Perhaps.
Maybe Florem's full of rich people.
Can't waste any time. Can't stop till I'm in fashion. Need a spared hairpin. I need money.
Oh.
Did she seem a little crazed?
They're really good at voicing the ellipses in this game.
Status here. We'll start our trend research at the trader.
They're always, like, contextually appropriate. I think there was a lot of good voice acting direction for this game.
Why? What possible
Other
need
side.
have you to research the trends?
What sort of escort would I be to the ladies here if I were not abreast of their concerns?
Oh. Oh, ring a bell. Hyperinflation. Yeah, it's like Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe got to the point where I think it was...
Yes, it's the new craze.
The rate of inflation was higher. Oh. You got to the point where you were getting paid like trillions of Zimbabwe dollars for a loaf of bread or an egg.
The girls of Florem revere
Yeah,
it as
post
part of the
World War II
new
journey.
holy trinity of fashion.
I think Zimbabwe was the worst, where it was trillions of dollars.
Trouble is,
You need to have
this
them
is
in.
only a rumor. They say if you use it, it takes hold of you, eats your soul.
Wheelbarrows. Oh, that's right, World War One. That's part of what caused World War II, the hyperinflation.
No one knows what it's made of either. Sorry,
Definitely World
but
War I.
I'll not stock it. No, ma'am. The traveling merchant? I hear they come in from the east.
The East. Interesting. Okay. So now we have all of the side quests in town. World War I is the one where Germans were walking around with wheelbarrows full of, what was it, Reichsmarks? Okay. Do I have to like loop around top here? I think that the stat differences, though, Boros are mild enough to not matter most of the time, though, right? Dun, 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 dun. Big fan of that composite bow. Yeah. That was my understanding, too, Boros. This is a good overworld theme, too.
Someone help!
What's wrong?
That's my cue.
Whoa, that's a lot of oh shit. That was an accident. We might be okay though. Whew. Lucky. That could have gone very badly. Looks like those is a good way to get a lot of Peeg. I don't know if there's a good chance of us getting 6 of them again.
Thank you for saving us.
Wow.
I take
No way,
it
Plaster.
you two are the little ones here in search of spirit hairpins. This place ill suits a pair of fair flower nymphs like you. Come, let's go home.
No, we really want hairpins, no matter what.
If we don't keep up with the trend, they'll make fun of us.
The hairpins are magic. Just putting one on makes you super pretty.
And they're so beautiful. You never ever want to take it off.
Sounds like the hairpins are
Thank
cursed.
you, but we're not giving up. Bye, mister.
Mister?
Guessing that doesn't translate very well. Isn't there a word in, I think it was like Oji-san or something? Japanese that implies that you're older? Alright, there's still something in there. Hey, the cape art shop is done. Put another point onto it. Here's one that we have access to, but don't have a timer on. There it is. Got it. I think it's here. That looks right. The Oji-san. We don't really have a word that means that in English. I was gonna say old man. That's actually pretty close for us.
It's those sisters.
In case of gravitational waves, though, we just needed extreme instrumental sensitivity. I think my wife Andrea was saying it was needed to be able to judge the distance between Earth and the nearest star, so several light years, to an accuracy within the width of a human hair. That's roughly how accurate LIGO is.
Hush! We just have to find a Flory and she'll give us hairpins.
Flory?
Our symbol, a spirit who tends the flowers and makes Florem prosper.
It has to be a Flory who makes the hairpins. That's why we've got to find one.
Interesting.
I'm not turning back, scary or no. Anyway, bye again, mister.
That's awesome. Yeah, my wife is an astrophysicist.
Well,
She was pretty excited about that.
salute their bravery.
I'm looking forward for when we move to Los Alamos next week. When we got there, we were like talking to our landlords, and they said, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I work in astrophysics." Like, "Oh, so you must have been excited about the gravitational waves announcement." It's like, "Oh my god, yes, I was." So happy to be moving to a town where, like, you know, just random people like your landlords are excited about that and want to talk to you about it. Sometimes you tell people that's what she does, and they're like, "Ew, gross." Hey, Pocket. I've never seen him do this before, but one of our cats, Polly, here, I'll show you on the webcam. Hey, buddy. Sitting up top in the kitchen, staring me down. Are you hungry too? Is that what's going on? Oh, Ben's up there too. What's this? 2 kitties? Can I help you? Oh, auto. Just give you a fly last time. Hey, Pocket. That's actually where Ben used to go. My amiibos were up there. He would go up there and, like, paw the amiibos down on my head to get me to feed him. There you go. Meow. Legion Mage. Ooh. What are these dudes? Or ladies in this case. Hey, Ben. Yes, thanks, Ben. These purple flowers are not damaging me now because I have the ability equipped that lets me ignore traps, but if I didn't, they would, I think they poison you, or they at least deal damage to you. Yes, excellent theme, right, Boros? I'm excited to do Lufia 2 on stream eventually. I'm sure it'll get added to the voting spreadsheet. Actually, both Lufias are quite good. The last time I played Lufia 2, I was a kid, so I haven't played it as a more competent adult. I remember getting really stuck on some of the puzzles when I was young. I'm excited to see if I'm less bad at it. Right, Fira. Yeah. The problem with Dungeon Master and Divining Rod is that they're both really good, but like, I think I mentioned this the last stream, it's almost correct to just leave them off all the time, turn them on, walk over the squares, and then turn it off again. And like, when you have a mechanic that's like that, and that's the correct and easy thing to do, they should probably just turn it on permanently and not make it take up a slot. I remember the puzzles being really fun though, you know, in spite of or perhaps because they were so difficult. I like to uncover the map even if I know there's nothing there. I feel like that's meritorious. Side quest is here. Most essential class. Probably Freelancer. Black Mage is really strong. I don't remember it staying strong for the whole game, but I don't think I've ever played a JRPG where the wizard class is good throughout. Like, because they fundamentally consume a resource like MP, and they take more time to even just select their action, often it gets overshadowed. Why can't he cast Cura? Oh, does he actually have to reach that level in White Mage to be able to cast it himself? I didn't realize that. But so long as he was active as a White Mage, he could cast spells of any level. But I guess he has to get the JP high enough. Interesting. Ninja's pretty important for dual wield. Low leverage is OP. That's cool. Merchant's one of those classes that just looks really flavorful, but isn't unable to tell if it's very powerful right out the bat. Yeah, stillness is pretty important. Great. Hey, Pocket. Spinning on the chair. Chubby kitty. Oh, ring a bell. Raid? I don't remember what raid does. Let's see if we can find out. This is a support ability. Raid. Raise BP upon first... situational. So that's the kind of thing that I would like to be on all the time. Maybe at least if you're active as a thief, since it's so situational. Maybe pass it to a freelancer too if you master the job like they did with FF5. They get pretty broken pretty quickly. Yeah. My go-to combination always involved Pressure Point. From Monk. Only gets worse from here.
Wow, it's beautiful. It's a flurry.
Hey, they're like airy.
A whole bunch. Huh?
Yeah. Uh-oh. They're like the fairies in Labyrinth.
Who are you?
Ooh, who's this? We already saw that she was working with the Valkyrie lady.
You. Mephilia.
Mephilia?
Yeah?
Oh, she's a summoner.
It's you,
sister's heart.
It's cool that they're separating it from Final Fantasy a bit, but it looks like she's got a feather instead of a horn.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing? Isn't it obvious? I'm killing fairies, plucking their little fairy wings. How many has it been? I was counting.
Summoner hype.
But then I stopped counting.
Yeah.
Stop it! That's mean! You can't! Are you giving me an order? Only my sister gives orders. Only she.
These fairies are incredibly important to Florem's people. How can you do
The
this?
summons in this game are awesome. They're weird. We'll talk about them as we unlock them, but they're very... thematically, they're very different from Final Fantasy. I don't remember them being particularly, like, useful because they cost so much.
Why are you sad, child?
I still have the problem of being like a super black mage.
Is right here.
But flavor-wise, the summons are really cool.
What?
Florie's wings?
Oh, yes! That's what the hairpins are made of. The beautiful wings of the beautiful little fairies you worship.
Yeah, I don't know if we can really talk about the summoners' summons. We can show them, but we can't talk about like what they're about, what we think they mean until we beat the game or come closer to beating the game.
While they make the most adorable screams. They glow, you know.
Yeah, they're not very powerful.
For a brief
Or
moment,
the MP to damage ratio isn't very good.
and then never again.
I wonder if that's improved. Barely second.
Sullied forever.
You have to have pierce magic defense. Gotcha.
Think of nothing so beautiful. It's quite addictive.
Then it's your poaching that's behind this. All for what? Money? Has the Blood Rose Legion's purpose always been so pathetic?
Okay, so now we've met a couple groups of people working for the Eternians. We had the merchantry
This way, full of platitudes, happy lives.
and Unshine.
Always so pretty. So pretty you reek of rot and decay. Keep away, Idia.
Cool.
Oh, humankind is dirty. A fine pack of filthy pigs.
Okay, we can stay off of... I just mean for jobs that have persisted.
There is no real beauty. Save my sister.
But please don't tell me about any of the new jobs in Bravely Second. I do want all those to be a surprise.
Have a look there. Those innocent girls.
They already been corrupted.
Hey! Let go! No, you! You already took two more than me!
Stop it, you two!
They seemed inseparable until a moment ago.
Is this your aim? Why are you doing this?
Because she's rude.
A silly question. Playing with their love. Corrupting it. It feels wonderful. Look at the little creatures. This is their true form. Their desire to shroud themselves in beauty only reveals the ugliness inside. And whence that desire? The very object of it. It's the wings. The spirit's wings secrete a curious substance, invisible to the eye, but to the nose.
Yeah, just the raw psychopaths.
Each breath of it dulls the mind, stirs up desires, makes a person selfish and murderous.
This voice actress, though.
Those girls
He's really taking it seriously.
end until one lies bleeding.
That's monstrous.
Tyler.
That girl with you, Idia. That is the Wind Vestal, is it not? Just how long do the two of you intend to feign trust? How long till the facades drop? What will it look like, I wonder?
I forgot I could have it just play when they finish talking.
That hold you locked together start to crumble.
Boros.
Quickly! Let me see your end.
Alright, boss battle time. That person's name is Mephilia. Here we go. Actually, let's do a round of defaults, just in case. That's it? Another round of defaults. I was just gonna punch me a few times. Alright, do we want to do Hidden Dragon? Yeah. Piercing Bolt. Magic attack up for all allies. Let's do that. And then we'll do Vera. Sword magic. Let's do Thundara. And then let's do Hack and Slash. I'm gonna try to steal. Actually, let's do a 4 for Ring a Bell. I'm gonna try to steal everything. I love that you can just... Oh, I skipped the thing. I'll try not to do it next time. I want to see the animation. We ended up not seeing the summon. I think you may have to actually summon it to see it. I don't know if it plays it in the boss fight proper. It shows like a short version.
Now I'm serious.
Take that. Alright, Tiz, you're on heal duty. You're going to use Rejuvenation. Can't use Cura yet, unfortunately. I'm going to level up a little bit further. You are going to switch to the Thief Sword. Thief Dagger, rather.
Give us strength!
Oh, cool, Plaster. Yeah, thanks for linking. Oh, pretty good heal. Extra cure was unnecessary. Couldn't steal anything. Lame. Do another round with Ring a Bell. Rod of Ice, perfect. Summon soldiers. Ah. That's a cool way to do it. Alright. Hidden Dragon, Hidden Dragon, Hidden Dragon, Hidden Dragon. Ouch. Through this before the song ends. You can chain these together too, so the stat upgrades from before last until the final song ends. And now we get to see the... If you want to see a summon animation, tune in now. It's pretty cool looking. Ouch. Anti-magic saving Adia. Nice crit. No, that's too bad. Okay, good. Perfect. Alright, Adia. Need you to do some healing, I think. Switch back to the scimitar, I think is the best weapon. Yeah. She does have... Oh, she can use it. Why can she use it, but Tiz can't? I must be missing something. Do Raise, and then Cura, and then Cura. Uh-oh. Ooh, lucky Tiz. She almost went down. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's do another Cure All real quick. Ouch. Quick round of defaults. Ow. I still don't know why. Oh wait, no, I do know why Adia can, because I have her Abila linked to someone who has a max level white mage. That makes more sense. Yeah, Tyler, you got it. I did that just so that she could have more money without having to grind up merchant, so I can get more peeg. But I forgot that she gets that bonus technically, so I'll try not to abuse it. Like I said, don't feel too bad about having access to it. It's pretty helpful. Oh, he's out of MP already. Shit. Burns through it pretty quickly, huh? Let's do Thundara all, and then Thunder all. And then Adia. No reason to do anything else this turn. Ring a Bell, we'll do a whole bunch of attacks. Do Life Thief because it's super strong. Alright. Still have to finish them off though. That's funny. Oh, they're weak against Thunder. I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, GG. Good night, Tyler. Good seeing you. Thanks for following. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Everybody leveled up. Self-healing. Auto Spear. Yeah, really it's just letting me cast the thing that I just bought, so it's not super broken. I don't want to give everybody, because I could Abila link everyone to get them level 14 and everything, but it would defeat the purpose of leveling up their jobs, which is fun to do. Here's the summon again if you missed it. It's like this modern day city living on top of a giant crab. Take a look and see what the abilities are for Summoner. Maybe we'll try to get it for some people.
And now, the hands that killed me are stained in blood. Good. Knowing that I've sullied you is enough.
You're an interesting person, Mephilia.
But now I've seen something more beautiful even than my sister. What are you? You, the boy, there.
Me?
Inside you. I see it. It's there. It isn't yours. Another soul inside.
What do you suppose she was trying to say?
The abate stuff doesn't get me that excited. Individual elemental damage reductions, like anything that's covered by an accessory, less exciting. They did?
No. Please.
Oh man, this game is dark.
This can't.
No character shields for children.
I see. My negligence condemned them to a terrible fate. I shall do everything in my power to spread word of the Hairpin's dangers, to atone. I am sorry to.
Yeah, which effectively means that the ability, like, is really giving you whatever accessory you end up equipping, so it better be a really kick-ass accessory. Think about, where's that girl you've been seeing? She hasn't come around lately. They just, like, assume that this is happening behind the scenes and it's not worth going into detail on. She wanted this gold lame handbag, so I finally bought it for her. That'd be rather pricey. I'm surprised you could afford it, thanks, Adia. Looked to me like the bag was walking around with her. It was one huge wet blanket on our relationship. Oh, ring a bell. Okay, let's see. We're gonna take a look at Summoner. Hey, thank you for the follow, excuse me, Grisrant. How is your Thursday treating you? Alright, what do we get? Abate Lightning, Summon Friendship. Then he goes up with 1, Summon Friend. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Keep that in mind. MP cost of Summon Magic by 1.25. Convert MP. Restore MP equal to 1% of the damage sustained. Not triggered by damage from poison, which is too bad. It'd be pretty nice. I like that it has synergy with the Summon Friend mechanic. It's really cool. I don't think I'm feeling switching everybody to Summoner just yet. I might want that Convert MP ability eventually, but it's expensive to work towards. Okay. I think... Now, there was one of the NPCs that teaches you summon magic is back in the Wind Temple, I believe. It was all the way back in Unsheim. What I don't know is if I have any chance of beating it right now. But I'd like to learn the next spell, but I also remember them being fairly tricky. Alright, last area is reclaimed. Let's finish setting these up, see if I can get any the ones that are currently running to be available today that otherwise wouldn't be. Can I get the weapon shop there? Yeah, just barely. Let's do it. Damage you take. So you can't force it to increase, especially if you're doing really well. But if you're in a pinch, it can get you some MP back. Agnes, attacks in. Tiz will have him defend. I think we can win these without Tiz having to dissipate. We'll go ahead and use just the regular fire sword in an attack. Just attack. Ring the bell as well. Cool. Ring a Bell's got this. All by himself. Side quest. Oh, I thought we could get it from this side. I guess we have to walk around. Well, we'll get into some more battles. It's not a waste. Comfortable going back to this. Nice. I think the attack count goes up to 16 eventually. Is that right? And it's calling back to Final Fantasy 1. Alright, so there should be another bridge around here, right? Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. I think I might just keep it on minus 50%. Unless if I really need to, like, check a dungeon for secrets. This game isn't the one where you can remove a status effect by equipping the accessory and then unequipping it, is it? Just, I don't think I ever tried that in my first playthrough of the game. It's not, okay. There are definitely games that do that. Keep chance to steal. He should be able to Poisona himself. There we go. Yeah, maybe let him cure himself too. Cool. Alright, let's save before we go in here. I might roll back and try to get this summon. I can always, like, summon a friend to finish off the fight if it's outside of our ability.
We're not following anyone. We're just headed east to the woods.
Liar! You're out to spy on how the dye's made. Planning to cut in on my margin?
We were entranced, you see. The dye's beauty stole my breath away.
Ring a bell.
Oh, hello, and
handsome.
The names ring a bell. If you've the time, I'd love to get to know you and your product much better.
Well, I really shouldn't. It's a secret. But maybe if you promise not to tell. It's extracted from the marrow of giant snakes.
Orochi.
They're called.
Like the Hydra boss
The girls
from
of Florem worship them as
Okami.
gods, yet they're too busy playing dress up to notice. The vain little monsters. Still, my organization appreciates their cooperation. That's our plan, see? The extract's full of Nidifix. It's an addictive hallucinogen. And they're
Nidifix.
scratching and clawing to get their hands on it. Florem won't last a month. Oh, but I really must be
It's
going.
pretty scary.
Can't keep Artemia waiting. I hope I'll see you again soon, though, ring a bell.
You're mad if you think I'm letting you just walk away.
What? Who are you? Ring a bell's girlfriend? Oh, you cad! You led me on!
First I'm going to retch, then I'm going to pummel you.
Alright, so she was actually working for the Eternian forces out here. I guess this is where we'll be introduced to the Rose Legion, normally. She's defaulted. But she's not defaulted. Perfect. Alright, White Magic level 3. Do we want to keep leveling White Mage? Maybe, actually. I want to have the raise staff for him. Alright, well let's look at the ability options for what we've got here. We can get the magic attack 20% up, which could be quite good. Black Resonance, which could be good. Pierce Magic Defense, Group Cast All. Takes a long time to get to. What about White Magic? Angelic Ward, not so exciting. Power of Magic doesn't decline when group casting, that's quite good. Well, maybe it's time to switch Tiz to something else. I do want him to have both black and white magic, though. We'll leave him as a white mage for now. Oh, Kevin, I'm jealous. I'm gonna have to get some Pizza My Heart is the pizza place I like out here. Andrew doesn't care for it because it's too greasy, so I'll have to order it. Maybe I'll get some tonight, since she's gonna be home late. Twisted Treetop. Hey, it's Cubone.
Ugh. The whole forest reeks of death.
These bodies, are these all woodland Orochi?
Dead snakes.
There are more that way, hung over tree branches. And over there, the sheer number of bodies is mind-boggling.
These creatures are revered as Florem's guardians, and now the forest stands at the edge of death. Who would do this?
Way to go, Eternians. Whoa, who's this?
Ranger Artemia.
Oh, Ranger Artemia, there we go.
A traitor. Traitors die. Was it you who killed the Orochi? To make the dye? Artemia hunts many Orochi. And now you're poisoning
It's
human
actually White
bodies and
Magic
minds
4.
with the results.
I just got White Magic
Has
3.
the Blood Rose Legion's purpose always been so pathetically base?
Awesome, Leon. Where'd you order from?
Artemia, obey. Only obey. Sister's orders, only truth. Sister? You mean Einherja is complicit in this madness?
Harrier is named for the Einherjar.
She's a better woman than that. A noble woman.
Norsemith.
Not for you to decide. Sister, not your possession. I never said she was. I asked you whether Einherja truly ordered you to do this. And if she did, why did you just mindlessly obey? If she came to me, so obviously not herself, I'd have stopped her. By force if needed. You're her sister. You must have had the chance to dissuade her.
how Artemia live, not yours to say. How sister think, not yours to say.
I think she is Terra strong as well.
How sister think, tell how Artemia live. Only sister tell how Artemia live.
That's no answer. You've just given up all thought. Become a puppet! Do you have any idea how many people are suffering for what you've done?
Don't care.
That's a bummer, Leon. Yeah, they have a really small delivery
If
radius.
what you've said is true, you and she and the whole Legion are black as pitch.
Black as pitch.
I'll put a stop to this. Let me see Einherja. I'll talk sense to her.
Artemia, hunt. Hunt all prey. All in range. Artemia's prey.
Don't change the subject!
Nothing runs. Nothing escapes. As long as prey has pulse, keep firing.
Boros.
Never miss. Never.
You need to calm down, take a break,
This
eat some
isn't
food.
insanity. It's bloodlust. The girl's gone
She's almost like
completely
a cross between Berserker and Ranger in this case, you know? Just going Kaioken times 10 on us.
What?
Nani?
Chase. Hunt. Artemia. Run. Catch. Thrill. Hunger. Hunt is on.
I have to wonder if this part was originally a little bit longer, or if you're just supposed to kind of just walk in and fight her immediately, you know? A cool little fox hat. Alright, well, no, let's do a round of... Well, it's hard to decide. I kind of want to kill the allies before we do anything. I can use Tiz for that, though. Do 4 Thundara Alls. It's her special hack and slash still, okay. We'll trigger, well, we'll default with her. And we'll default with Ring of Bone. We'll start doing mugging here soon. Well, only one of them is weak against Thunder. Interesting. Silence? Man, I ain't even trying to hear that. Okay. Dia... We're gonna cast this guy. Well, let's do the stronger ones into the boss fight. You, my friend, are gonna do a bunch of mugs on Artemia. Okay, got all our mugs. Fortunately, she defaulted there. Nice. That defense down, though. Ouch. Whew, holy God. Lord almighty, hitting hard. Tiz will do Sage's Staff to res him, and then Kira, single target. Should get him back to full, I would think. Yeah, very nice. Ouch. Tiz has Piercing Bolt. Do that. I really do dig the mechanic of getting the music to carry over buffs so you can chain them together for as long as the song lasts. It's cool. Got you. Whoa! I don't know what that was, but it hit really hard. Let's do Kira. Kira. He's got one too, doesn't he? Maximum draw.
Here I come.
Ringabells is pretty fun. Good damage too. That hurt. Crit out. Perfect. Now everyone's full up again. I want to get a bunch of crits out of her, so we'll use Hidden Dragon. Multiburst. Oh shit. Somehow we're still alive. Cura all, cura all, cura all, cura all. No, 3 might be excessive. Or 4, I mean. Yeah, 3 should cut it. Cool. Put Pandara back on, and then I punch. Let's try to finish her off. We'll have Adia pass. Yeah, probably eventually plaster. Only had 4 hit points left. I had them all customized in my main playthrough. Maybe I can put it to a stream vote. I'll see if I can finish buying all the custom parts and stuff. That's when I'll likely end up using them a little bit more. Ranger, Astra, the Ranger's worth leveling up because of the multi-shot attack. Finally get a physical attack that targets everybody. Multi-burst.
It's made of what? And toxic, what's more?
Sure is.
I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon.
We got her first bow. Is this what they call a bow? Heard about them, but never had a chance to actually lay hands upon one. Be alright if I give it a try? Equipping weapons suited to your job is very important. Major effect on your attack power, too. Thanks, Ring a Bell. Oh, she's a monk right now. Oh, she was trying to bludgeon something with a bow. Nice. Alright. Put the Rod of Ice. I forgot that I had that. Cool. Oh, it looks pretty cool, dual wielding those. Trying to decide, I might want to switch Adia to Ranger. I think so. Wow, multi-burst is 14. Yikes. She gets it though right away. The way I currently have it set up. Forget if it's something that she has to equip. Hold on. No, I guess she just has it. Oh, it's the Ranger attack. Okay. They both have... Okay, there's another place... They sell composite bows here. That was in the weapon shop. I'm gonna get a angel bow pretty soon from the weapon shop here. I don't think I can accelerate it at all. No, it's not a way for me to see really quickly how many people I have assigned to each place. I don't think. Hey, Super. How's your Thursday treating you? Doesn't actually cause poison all that rarely. It seems to be fairly frequent. It's nice. Don't really have anyone wearing shields. Yeah, because we're neither is two-handing. Sure. Alright, we're gonna step outside. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. I might go try to do that summon fight. You know, I'm not sure. Do you know how much this game is to buy now? You could probably get it used fairly cheaply if you're looking to get a cartridge. I'm sure it's still on the eShop, but I don't know if the eShop meaningfully reduces the price of games. Yeah, it stores maybe, but... we just gonna default to this. Hunting! Here we go, multiverse. Ah, but it costs BP. Sure. Skull Ring a Bell is gonna kill everybody. Thanks, Ring a Bell. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this summon, why not? Really? You think it'll be cheaper digitally? I would think the opposite, that usually you're gonna find a much lower sale for physical copies. Since Nintendo, I think the most aggressive sale I've seen from them is like 50% off. 3DS games are usually cheaper in general, though. Potentially equals additional XP. The ranger costume is funny looking. I like it. Ranger has usually been called Hunter. Not really a bow-focused classes that often in Final Fantasy. As much as with the other kind of archetypal jobs. Instead of being rolled into Ranger in Final Fantasy 14, they merged it with Bard. I think it feels like there's like a 50% chance that the enemy is gonna split with the Spore ability each time you physically hit them. Alright, we're gonna go back to the best. I'm actually gonna stop in the town here to rest up. I don't remember if we actually have to do a boss fight or if we just have to survive a hit from the thing. We'll find out here soon. Trying to learn the new summon that's around the corner. $40 for digital. It's not bad. Well, physical copies and depend where you buy it. Be cheaper at brick and mortar stores a lot of the time if they're trying to reduce inventory. You just have to survive it. Gotcha, Kevin. Try to equip anything that makes it easier. Yeah, I guess the physical copy count is down if it's going for 55. No, Ben, I'm just sitting up in my chair. Anything that I move slightly, then it's time for him to get fed. I believe it was here. So we might get rocked here when we attempt it. And the Anchorite of Wind, mouthpiece of Hresvelgar. Oh, I'm gonna die. I meant to pick no, but I thought that would be the second option. Oops. To watch a cool cutscene. Yeah, look at the summon animation. Like, again, the earlier summon animation was this weird, like, modern-day city with, like, power lines and shit.
I
told you to stand firm, not to...
Try it again. We'll actually equip some wind resist gear this time. Thought I was saying no to pop out. Where the fairy flies. And that one's like a jet plane. You know? Crazy. Alright, so... We saw that anti-magic was pretty good, right? We make everybody into magic knights, maybe? Well, we really just need one person to survive it. Everyone doesn't have to survive. What's anti-magic? Oh, but it's only when you're hit by a magical attack, so you're already dead if that's triggered. Sure. Keep her on Monk, I think she gets good HP from that. Yeah, I'll put on the accessories, don't worry. I'm on it. We have the one wind charm. I guess we have to invest in one person to have really, really high magic defense. Might actually end up being Agnes, since she has the most HP from being a monk. That's as good as that one gets. We'll try that. I might have needed to heal her up to full though. She might die again. We'll see how much damage it does. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, only one of them has to survive, so... $13.96. Anya survived. Well done. Good enough, even without healing. Cool. That's a cool way to do that. Alright, Agnes, I'm very proud of you. But I'm gonna turn the encounters off until we get back to town. Pick everybody else back up. So the question becomes, what's the deal with all the summons appearing to look like things that are modern day? Why do I know the name Hraesvelgar? Is that from Beowulf? It's also in, oh, I think I know it recently because it's the name of a dragon in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh no, I know. It's the eagle on top of the world tree. Yggdrasil in Norse mythology. There's a eagle on top, and I think there's a squirrel Ratatosk that ferries messages between the eagle and the Nidhogg, the dragon that eats the roots that hate each other. They're too far to talk to each other, so the squirrel runs up and down, ferrying insults between them. Alright, we're gonna go back to nullifying blind, maybe? We're not really getting blinded very often. Raise dexterity. Small amount of aim, though. Yeah, so what's the difference between dex? Physical attack accuracy and brave attack rate. Not as exciting. I'll keep the silver glasses on for now. I might change it later. Alright, let's go progress the story some more. We got some side quest stuff done. 2 new jobs, one of which I'm actually using. Oh, you look so down, Aerie. I'm trying to think. How do I want to do this? Counter rate back up and we get moving. So I want to keep everybody leveled. But I think that minus 50% encounters is still pretty reasonable. As long as you fight everything and don't run away. Very nice. Ring a bell. Good job. He still has the Dungeon Master skill equipped. No, not all of them. Actually, I think the Tracefolger is the only one that's Nordic. Susanoo is a Japanese deity. Very different approach than the Final Fantasy tradition of, Ifrit, Rama, Shiva, Chokomog. Nice. I keep reminding myself that I don't have to worry about saving all the time. I should probably keep it as a habit, though. You get into other games where you get used to autosave and forget that it's not on in this one and get hosed because of it. We might need to progress this way before we can do anything else. I think there's a couple other side quests we can do to get more jobs. We have to do this part first. Mount Fragmentum. Fragmentum? Damn near killed him. Alright, 3 chests. Gift from the trigger. Don't care. Which way is forward? Ha. No, that wasn't the right choice. Still looks like this could be progress. I'm gonna expect that northeast is progress. Let's go the other way. No, brave attacks, they're talking about when you get a preemptive strike. You can do brave attacks whether you have dexterity or not. Very good, Plaster. Found a chest. What is the deal with Ripper? Deadly against humanoids. Interesting. They do make it easy for you to capitalize on this in this game, since you can change weapons without sacrificing initiative, but often the difference isn't enough to matter. I guess that's the kind of thing that would be fun for a speedrunner. Trying to figure out the best weapons to use with the least amount of XP for certain fights. Although, I don't know if Nulu's still in chat, but curious if speedrunners abuse the summon friend mechanic, or if that's a category of speedruns. You could just get a community of speedrunners together who all have OP instant win summons to win every boss fight in the game. Depends on whether people consider that too cheesy. But then the community would have to be pretty careful about refreshing them for every run. I can see that being enough of a pain in the ass that I'd want to make a category that doesn't do it. I want to get the summon, but let me make sure that there's a save in this room. Yeah, that bear has a lot of hit points. Not messing around. Yeah, they all have different origins. Okay, you get an autosave when you change areas, so we could probably safely go attempt it real quick. That's so nice. You almost never lose significant progress from game overing in this. Okay, let's see what element it's going to be. Water. Window shoppers. Their whole approach to this is weird. Like, there's these, like, oh, BT dubs. There are these, like, owl people. Oh, BT dubs. They teach the summons. Like, they don't really go into it at all. How do we not have a water charm? Oh, ice charm. Here we go. Let's see if she's good enough to survive it. Let's give it a try. Another cool summon animation. If you're alt tab, you want to tab in and check it out. Hey, Agnes. Nicely done. I think it's much harder to survive those on hard mode. I remember having to grind for quite a long while before I was able to survive it. Sleep, silence, confuse. I don't really had to worry about any of that. Alright, we can use a Phoenix down. And then Tiz can pick everybody else up. Cool. Moving on. So one more chest in this general area. There it is. It's just... no, there's 2 exits. Okay. Make sure I uncover the map for completion purposes. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go east here. See, one of them probably goes to a chest, the other one's a dead end. Aha! Made the correct choice. Hey, Nodachi. Doubt that's gonna be an upgrade for anybody. Bear it in mind. Gotcha. Alright, it's all on you, Ringabell. It's pretty good. Multiverse, I like it. Ah, thank you, Will D. Peace. You have me added, right? Gotta get all the summons. Had you played this one before, D-Piece? I know that Chaos had not. Should automatically populate. Matt, the friend code cap. I'll clear some people out if anyone else adds to it. Alright. Boss fight ink. Got it. Range allied brave attack rate. Ooh. Yeah, no worries, take your time. I haven't had to use them in a while. I think I've got enough summons. Ah, so you haven't played the game proper? Beautiful. You are in for a treat, my friend. This game is a delight. Does so many things right.
Good. That was a harder hike than I thought.
Wait! What is that?
Sigh. Why do the big ones always show up at the very end? Well, better get ready.
Can't have a dungeon without a boss fight, please. Adamantois. Land turtle. Yeah. You can call it a land turtle all you like, Bravely Default. Being cute, should probably defend for a turn to see what they do. Oh, it defaulted too? Okay, well, do this all day. Ouch. Ouch. Choose Qigong, as it tends to default. We'll do one of the, well, let's see. I don't know which thing it's going to be weak against. So we'll try everything. I think turtles are usually weak against ice, in my experience. Undead, dragon, aquatic. Gosh, yeah, I couldn't tell you which of these is which. We'll do targeting since it might default. Ring a bell, you're on mug duty. Large scale, iron pole. Glad we use those things. I'm gonna slow it down for Tiz's turn so I can see which one does extra damage. It was ice! Alright. Intuition was correct. Cool, thanks Mega Man. Reflect. Yeah, okay. Gotta be careful with Tiz then. I don't think I can dispel it. Tiz, you're gonna be on heal duty. Very much exclusively. I can't reflect off myself either. Single Cura on Adia should be enough. Round of targeting. Too much of Life Thief. Still pretty strong. I think that some part of it avoids defense. Kamehameha. Tizak's last now, I should keep that in mind. Ooh, Hanyas. Almost down for the count there, jeez. Single target Kira is super strong. Just punch. What's special? Oh, I have both. That's cool. He's still reflect active. Oh no, reflect doesn't last as long in this game. Well, that's good to know. Let's do a bunch of ice spells then. Well, let's start by doing the special, and then let's do a bunch of ice spells. I want to do one more. There we go. Piercing Bolt, Blizzard ×3. Hopefully it doesn't cast Reflect before that finishes, or we're going to be in really big trouble. See what happens.
Take this!
Perfect. Nice. I think this is my favorite of the 4 special attack songs. GG. Fate Water, Beast Slayer. Don't really care so much for the Slayer abilities. Because they're less situational since you can control it pretty easily. You have to examine enemies though to know what their type is, unless if it's super obvious. I think at the end of the day, it will never work on humanoids. Don't get that as an option to hunt humans. Most dangerous game. Hey, all the way back to Yana. I think we can spend the night here too. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I just saw that you added two. I might still have you on my list. Let me double check. I gotta delete somebody here. Delete. Who have we not played with? Okay. I gotta do one more. West Side. Definitely no Game Saucer, not doing that. Okay, no techno. You like the accordion? And yeah. I'm gonna try doing another version of that boss fight I was talking about when I bring my D&D campaign back, where you stitch them together and then it's like a bard boss where the mechanic that they use changes depending on which of the 4 songs is playing. Awesome. 2758. I think you were the victim of earlier random frenema. Cool. Thanks, guys. What's up, Yules? Hey, we got 8 new friends for Bravely Default today. I think we're gonna be good on summons.
Miss me already?
Turned right around, came right back to you.
First, allow me to thank you again for your earlier aid. It allowed us to successfully awaken the Crystal of Wind.
I see. Yes, well, glad to hear I didn't work through the night in vain. Now, what brings you to me this time?
Which is why we need your help, Sage. No, allow me to call you Master.
Bill.
Master, the unparalleled glamour of your creations is the surest key to Agnes's victory.
Why doesn't she just wear, like, the Vestal garb?
Honestly, of all the reasons to bring you out here. Very well. Any one piece from my collection of 1,000 dresses strong is yours to take.
Liquid Snake over here.
Master, words cannot express the bounds of our thanks.
Oh, and you've got a vanity with cosmetics. How convenient. May I?
How convenient.
Help yourself. Use anything you like.
I feel like you two are starting to spiral out of hand. Remember why we are doing this.
Let us defer to them this once. They are more knowledgeable in such things than I.
Granted. But still.
What do you think? That's an especially popular design among my works.
What is Ring a Bell wearing? It's like a hoodie?
I've never worn anything quite so extravagant.
Vito, it's all wrong. Too showy. The outfit drowns her out.
Good looking
The
out
idea is to draw out her natural beauty, not hide it.
You're a stern critic, my dear.
I think most of the jobs are optional after the first few you get.
I fear this outfit lacks conviction. It's
Yeah, Thief, Time Mage, Merchant,
Have you anything
Spell Fencer, Hunter, Summoner.
You're a brave man, Ring a Bell. Perhaps too brave.
Perhaps too brave.
But yes, perhaps the time has come to loose the seal upon the forbidden Bravo Bikini.
Did you know that the Bikini is so called because of Bikini Atoll, site of the nuclear tests? And it just so happens that the bi, what sounds like a bi prefix,
So extreme was it that
was
every
coincidental.
girl to try it on instantly and irrevocably hated me without exception.
Am I dreaming?
God, sounds like Ring a Bell's gonna die. He's so excited.
Oh, this might be a little ambitious, illegal.
Avert your gaze, Tiz. You aren't ready. It's too much temptation.
So this guy is basically Master Roshi.
But if you did wear it, your victory would be assured. Such is its terrible power.
Then wear it I shall. I am prepared to make any sacrifice to find Olivia.
What courage! What noble spirit! Here then, take my greatest masterpiece.
You gonna be okay with this, Adia?
Are you certain this is clothing?
Ugh.
It's clothing. All I say is clothing becomes clothing.
That's an extremely Japanesey sentence, even in the way they localized it.
Isn't any? Are you certain?
You spoke of the strength of your determination, Vestal. Now, to action!
God, Ring a Bell.
Did. But that was... This isn't...
The sight of the Bravo bikini fills her with determination.
I catch my death of cold.
Does your talk of sacrifice ring hollow so soon, Agnes? I'll also mention that my journal states Agnes wore sexy clothes. It was awesome.
Agnes, he's lying. I saw his book earlier, and it said nothing of the sort.
Nice going, Tiz.
A word of advice?
I promise this game has a really good story. It's not all about wearing a sexy bikini to a fashion contest. It gets really good.
All right, you two, that's enough. The poor girl's near her breaking
It's fun though. I feel like games that are stories that are particularly dark, that have moments that are kind of goofy and superfluous, like the darker moments are made that much darker for the experience. Undertale's like that. It's a pretty goofy game on the whole, but story's pretty dark.
Beautiful for your own?
Vestal is the only title I require.
If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. It's not as if there's any rule that says entrants have to dress sexy in the first place.
Yeah, we could have just skipped this whole mission and just gone into the encounter with your cool monk costume.
You're certain? There's no way to change your mind?
This is Ring a Bell's fault.
And no.
And you, Tiz? You're a teenaged boy. Have you no blood in your veins?
I feel fine.
Unacceptable.
Here lie my dreams, broken.
Poor Ring a
Crushed
Bell.
before they ever lived.
Sex appeal is tricky.
So what are we going to learn from the experience the other day?
We haven't much time before the day of the festival. We ought to be returning to Florem.
Empty-handed, for all our troubles.
I blame myself for underestimating the beast that is sex appeal.
Great Anya's quote.
I'm not sure there's any cause for blame. And why try to tart you up or present you as someone you're not? I say show them you, as you are.
Hell yeah, Tiz.
I imagine Olivia is a lot more likely to recognize you that way, too.
Yeah.
What if you... I don't know. Why don't you wear the Vestal garb?
Yeah, I said that. I actually forgot that that's what they do.
Or just wear a sash saying, I'm the Vestal, assassinate me.
But who around here knows about the Vestal garb? Us four, the Sage, Olivia. That's it.
It raises a good point.
Plus, I think that dress looks very pretty on you, Agnes.
Is the Sage the only character in the game that has a nose? It just occurred to me. They all have that kind of Final Fantasy Tactics style noseless appearance.
Wind. Thank you, Tiz. You are precisely right. I shall wear the Vestal garb for the festival.
I think that's the right choice.
A Vestal for the festival.
Look at you, Tiz. You little charmer.
I'll be a regular Vestival.
Oh, to be young and starry-eyed again. The Vestal garb is no less a masterpiece of mine than any other. It ought to serve you well enough.
Thanks, Juliana. I'm glad we came all the way out here to see you. Who earns... Yeah. You know the name of the Bradley default artist? It's not the same person that does Final Fantasy Tactics, I don't think. It's style a little too chibi.
You, woman. Huh?
Oh yeah, this song.
With
I
a
heard this.
vapid look, yes. Oh my! Now whatever is a little girl like you doing out all by herself
She's
at this
levitating. That should be your first
You're
question.
thought to be the likely winner of the upcoming Sacred Flower Festival. I am! Aren't I pretty? Now, if you want to grow up to be pretty like me, you need your beauty sleeve. Ha! Idiotic plebe.
I don't think it's Tetsuya Nomura, is it?
No, that's not very...
I think that's the thing that I like so much about Bravely Default is that Tetsuya Nomura is not involved in it at all.
A slip of the hand. I meant only to mar that lovely face.
Yeah, it's
They
definitely
really
Terra
are
strong.
such fragile things. Like plucking a flower, and flowers so beg to be plucked. The ease of it all is a terrible bore. Don't you agree, Victor?
Just so, Victoria. Just so.
Victor and Victoria might be like the most anime characters in this game.
By my data, the likely runner-up ought to be strolling past soon. Shall we say hello, Victoria?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll recognize the name if it's not. It's not Yoshitaka Amano, the watercolorist that does most of the Final Fantasy series before Nomura came on board. Nomura is zippers and belts and pendants. Terra Strong is definitely Victoria. I'm not sure about the other ones. Cam Clark has gotten a couple characters in the game so far. He's Yuliana, and he's been a few of the like villagers. Probably know Cam Clark from Metal Gear Solid, his most notable role, I think, Liquid Snake. Oh right, we still have the battle commands. Change that next battle, turn off auto. Alright, yep. Game's pretty good about using a little exclamation point to move you to the next area. I have to wonder whether it would be easy to get lost in this game without those. Because this game does the thing where you have to talk to this random important character to move the story forward.
The 47th annual Sacred Flower Festival is set to begin.
Oh, that's convenient. You just port us back to town? You don't have to walk there?
We're in time.
Look at that.
And you
They've done that a couple
decided
times in
not
this.
to go with the sexy swimsuit?
Wait,
Somebody thought ahead.
I'm quite certain, thank you. I'll wear the vessel garb, as Tiz suggested.
Look at Tiz.
This is your last chance to rethink it. Agnes, I still think the world deserves to see the Bravo.
Unacceptable.
Has history ever seen so sad a day as this?
No, nothing darker, ring a bell.
Surely not.
Oh. No one who matters is sad, ring a bell.
Are you nervous? I
It's
know
interesting.
it's scary standing up in front of a crowd this size. But don't be scared. We'll
I
be
guess you
close
still
by.
have tank,
Keep
melee
watch.
DPS, magical DPS, and healing. It's
Thank you. Hearing that dust
close to
lifted away
the
from my shoulders.
original, like,
Good.
canonical 4 party members. Physical DPS used to also be like a skill monkey, like a thief. Less so in D&D. Alright. Stay at the inn, because we're running low. There's another side quest that's opened up. Oh, we can't do it right now, can we? Guess it's not letting us go in there. Right, because all the icons are grayed out. I see. I see.
Well, hello. Quite the dashing little dandy, eh, my friend? But pray, mistake me
This guy
not.
looks like a red mage,
I've no interest
without
in
the hat.
children, and still less in men.
Akihiko Yoshida.
But
Thank you for
yes,
checking, Plaster
this is
Master.
Quite the merry band. 2 boys, 2 girls. Double date, is it?
Double date?
How charmingly hot-blooded. Ah, youth.
Oh, he did Tactics Ogre in Final Fantasy 12. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Ah, beg your pardon. That was no criticism. I'm proud. Envious, even. Hard to believe I was that young once. Time's remorseless
Yeah, that
arrow.
makes sense.
Now look at me. Just a sad pile of bones and flab and tarnished dreams.
I'd be happy to cheer those bones up any night, DeRosa.
DeRosa?
Stop it. We've got kids watching.
Curious.
It's described as being a dandy.
Uncontrollable revulsion.
So tell me, my little dandy.
You're addressing me?
I am. Tell me straight. Just how far have you gotten with her? What? Not even held hands? That's worrisome. You're making the red worry. Women are fickle beasts. Another fellow comes a-courting and they're apt to flit off. Take me. If I saw an opening to chat her up, I'd have her in my pocket.
What are you talking
in
about?
minutes,
Bravely Default?
Seconds.
I don't think this game is M-worthy.
Excuse me? Are you really gonna flirt while I'm standing right here?
If you'll pardon my saying, I doubt Idea fancies shallow old men.
No, there's no nudity. It's nothing.
No need to get
It's
heated.
PG-13, but I think it has a teen rating,
You have
doesn't
your
it?
youth and innocence and baseless confidence. As well you should. Stay just as you are. We'll see if she does the same. Just remember, it's not innocence a girl wants. It's a thrill. That and a refined technique.
Technique?
Ah, but I'm afraid you'll have to study up on that one alone. Take care.
Oh. Idea, just what manner of technique do you look for in a man?
Sorry, I'm pretending I misheard you.
Idea.
Is it clever conversation? A gift for cooking? Swords and sorcery? Kissing?
Right. Now I'm pretending I didn't hear you at all.
But they're doing a new Ratchet & Clank game? Really? There's a series I've never played, which I hear is to my detriment. They're quite good. It's a shooting platformer, right? Special move shop. Special move parts. Compound shop. Do want to get some of these new special moves that are like weapon specific. How are we doing on... What was the one we were really waiting on here? Weapon shop. 14 minutes. Cool. Able to hit that. Doing a movie? Is it going to be CG, right? computer animated film.
Next up, we have entrant number 5. It's Mary.
Interesting plaster.
Oh, my heart's pounding, and I'm in the audience. It's like the speech at Ansheim all over again. I nearly forgot to breathe.
She'll do fine. And we're here just in case.
Stage fright isn't the only thing worrying me.
It could be good.
Last I heard, there were a total of 6 girls.
Is that the writers of the games contributing to the writing of the movie?
Agnes' entry number 9.
Where are the other 3, you mean? Maybe they panicked at the last minute?
I suppose it's possible.
Interesting.
The lovely Mary. Next up, number 9. Agnes.
Oh, here she comes!
I thought they were gonna do a cutscene for a second, but no, it's just Agnes.
Agnes!
Agnes! Huh?
Entrant number 9. It's still your turn. Come on down.
Is he using like magic to amplify his voice?
What was she thinking with that bland get-up?
She's clearly delusional. I almost feel bad.
Y'all need to calm down.
I didn't come all the way here
Way,
for
way
this.
down.
Boo! Boo!
To my one true friend. In
Really?
hopes that this may reach you.
The other 3 people in your party aren't your friends?
Though great distance has
Guess she's
come
known Olivia
between us,
significantly longer.
I consider you my friend, now as in childhood. You are a source of joy, a target of aspiration. You were ever one step ahead, but you would always stop to reach out a gentle hand to guide me. Just to see your smile and hear you speak filled my days with warmth. Yet now, I do not even know where you are. The smile you wore as a girl is still so fresh in my mind. And yet, I feel my breast will be torn asunder from worry. I want to see you again, to know that you are well. To be truthful, I am terrified without you. Even now, as a grown woman, I force myself onward, but any confidence I show is hollow deception. Every pause, every quiet moment, I feel ready to fall to my knees and wail as I did back then. Please, I feel I cannot withstand this crushing weight. I cannot manage it alone. I cannot imagine completing my task without you there. Without your aid. For so long, I'd swallowed back these doubts. Tried to be strong. But I fear old habits are not soon broken. I will wait for you. So please, if you are watching, tell me. Let me know you are there. Give me some small sign, and this time I will do as you once did. I will reach out my hand to you.
Yeah. They really give Agnes' voice actress a lot of room to show off. Hey Ben,
This
can we help you, buddy?
ridiculous. I call foul play. How do you not have any votes?
Can't be helped. Hers was an appeal wholly out of keeping with the contest's theme.
Right. The contest theme was be pretty and apparently don't have brown hair.
You were just fine. You said what you came to say. The idea was never to win the contest. If Olivia heard that, I'm certain your words will move her.
Really?
I hope so.
I guess people don't like Yuna either.
I wonder what...
Different style, but also very breathy, and
Wait.
Yuna has the lilting, like, stilting, stopping, pausing, practically like
You got through to her just fine. So, what is it?
Shatner-esque.
I heard about your appearance at the festival, though I was not able to attend. It puts my heart to ease knowing that you have also weathered this terrible crisis. I wish to meet with you as well, Agnes, my one true friend. But I feel
That sounds a little suspicious.
behind the ruins to the west lies the hidden village of the Crystal Orthodoxy. You will find me there. Do not allow this letter to be seen by any eyes but yours. Not even the Matriarch can know.
Awfully cautious, isn't she? If I trust anyone in Florem, it's the Matriarch.
They must be after her too then, as we feared.
Aaron... Who was she in Fire Emblem? Plaster?
The ruins and the hidden village beyond.
There's not a lot of, like, full-on voice acting in Fire Emblem, is there? It's mostly, like, one-word lines here and there.
I trust you heard that, Victor.
Most clearly, Victoria.
Then we've little need for the Wind Vestal to continue living.
Indeed, though if I may, it
Oh,
seems they
Emerald.
make for the Vestal of Water's side.
Yes, and...
They may serve us better as live baits. We let them go, give chase, and net two Vestals at once.
Fine, fine. So in the end, it was I who took the festival crown. Unsurprising, but in
The
this
Vestal Festival crown.
wouldn't you say, Victor?
Really?
Just so,
Did she, like,
Victoria. Just so.
use magic to win? Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. Alright, looks like there's another side quest. This might be pursuing the red mage guy, the dandy. I assume that's what that means. Stay at the inn for something to happen. Yes.
Just what are these techniques? I stewed on it all night and came up blank. Next time I see that red character, I'm getting a demonstration, one way or another.
Ring a bell. One track mind. Alright, do we have any other ways to pursue that right now? I remember this one being pseudo-hidden. Yeah, I can hear that, Goomba. Alright, nothing there. But it does seem like as long as you're looking for the blue exclamation points, you'll get all the jobs in this game. Keep following them from place to place, and it's the same for Bravely's Second, which is really, really, really good to hear. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't find the English cast terribly easily. I am certain, I'm 100% certain that Victoria is Tara Strong. She does her Angry Bubbles voice from Powerpuff Girls. But the other folks I'm not quite as sure as. I do know that Juliana is Cam Clark. Liquid Snake. He has a pretty unmistakable voice. I don't know Ring a Bell. Sounds familiar. First strike. Let's put her on Multiverse. In case we get that group with the 6 Mandragoras. Spike Spencer. That one doesn't ring a bell. To the Google while I wait for turn nighttime. Happens soon, looks like. go. Spike Spencer. Timid, shy, or weak characters. Anime.
I'm sorry, are you?
Yeah, I think this was correct. Marth and Fire Emblem.
They were certainly in a hurry.
Looks like they dropped something.
Let's have a look.
That isn't yours. You oughtn't.
No, I ought to. And good thing I did.
Why? What does it say?
Rose to strike northern hideaway. Warn them to flee at once.
He's the Blood Elf male from World of Warcraft. That sounds right.
Rose. The Blood Rose Legion.
Let's hurry north, to the hidden village.
To the hidden village. Right. Oh, there's still one that's inside here, though. Well, let's go to the one that's north. Well, let me check the town one more time since it's nighttime to see if there's another marker here. I'm not just confusing them. Yep, there is. I'm glad that we checked.
More. Need more.
It's late for a lady to be wandering about. Shall I walk you home?
Charmed?
It wasn't enough. The hairpin, the dye. I used them. Used them both. but it's not enough. More. I need more. I can be prettier. Have to be. He laughed. Laughed his smug laugh as he said it. I was secret beauty potion.
Yeah, so I stayed at the end.
Enough. It's not enough. The red hair left. Left the basement. None of it lasts. Potion wasn't enough. Basement. So dank. I woke up and screamed. More! More! I need more!
Oh my god, you need to calm down. Chill out.
What do you make of all that?
I pride myself on understanding women. But she had even me at a loss.
Hey, isn't that the...
Yeah, same here, Plaster. I watch so little of it.
Come, we're following him. I intend to see this so-called technique for myself.
I can probably list the anime I've watched on, like, to completion on one hand. Maybe two hands. Video games, that's another thing entirely. And, like, Western cartoons. Hey, thanks for the host, people. Appreciate that. What are you up to, DeRosa? Ring a bell's so irritated, he just has to go directly to sleep.
So exhausted. I didn't sleep a wink. Someone, give me a lap to lie in. Need
Like how Ring a Bell is the only one working on this project. What's everybody else doing? Okay, let's pop outside. I don't know if we need to come back at night again. What they're trying to do is make sure that it's consistently nighttime. Oh, I have to press the button, exit, dummy. Why is she not leaving? I have to press the A button. Yep, still something I have to do in there, and I think it has to be at nighttime, so... Get into a few more fights, we'll pass it around. We'll go back in. Ba-da-da-dum. There we go. And we should still be okay. It's likely that does a ton of damage, so we will definitely be okay. I don't even have to really think about it. Those will be nice. We'll get a bunch of Peeg as well. I think that once the weapons store finishes building, which it might. Hey, there it is, Angel's Bow. Blue Boo's Spear. Decide where else to distribute. I think I want to get this accessory shop before time, so I'll just put everyone into that. 6 minutes, should be fine. Remember when I played this the first time, I was using a using the alarm clock on my phone to ding when everyone would go off. I haven't played a lot of Atlas games. The ones I've played I do tend to like. I was gonna try to buy an Angel's Bow. Or a couple Angel's Bows, since we have 2 characters that could take advantage of them. Holy shit, they're expensive. Causes charm, right? That's nice. That's pretty anime though, Plaster. On stream, the most anime one I've beaten was Valkyrie Chronicles. The most anime I've played is probably Persona 3. Alright. Yeah. There aren't very many developers that I just associate with quality. Square I usually do, although Square's put out some bad games. Squaresoft I don't... well, let's think. Air Guys was okay. It was a Squaresoft game. I think The Bouncer was still Squaresoft. That was before Square Enix. Nintendo consistently puts out really good first-party games. Can't really think of too many bad Nintendo games, like for their main series. It's companies like Ubisoft and Activision and EA that I get nervous about. What kind of game is Neptunia? I've never heard of that one. Yeah, what kind of game is Fairy Fencer 2? Neither of those. I've seen the titles before. Oh, maybe it didn't need to be nighttime. Maybe we have to progress the other story more. No, this might be right. It just has to be nighttime.
Hey, isn't that the...
Pretends the fourth wall doesn't exist. Interesting. That could be fun.
Come, we're following him. I intend to see this so-called technique for myself.
Why do I have to come?
I like Hideo Kojima's approach to fourth wall breaking. Ah, I see. What's the combat system like when you say the same combat system, so it's different from your typical RPG? They're like Tales style, almost like action RPGs. That's
You
cool.
look positively ragged. Still obsessing over what that red fellow said?
Yeah, you have to
There's something
stick
about
at this one.
Something shady. We tailed him, and he just vanished.
Sure you didn't just botch the attempt? I'm sure you're an old hand at chasing skirts, but you've no talent for tracking middle-aged men. Right. This looks like a woman's job.
Oh, that's cool. So kind of like
Women behind him.
Breath of Fire 5, or Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, I should say.
Don't. Please. I don't want you going near him. Just the thought of you and him.
I'll thank you not to fantasize. Besides, have some faith. Do I seem the type to fall for a washed-up philanderer? I'll just put on a little act and see what his game really is.
But how?
Well, first...
I can hear that plaster. Hey, he's wearing the Bravo bikini. Which I think they toned down for the US release. Like, it used to be even more risque in the Japanese version. I might be making that up and thinking about the bunny costume, though.
From the Sage's collection.
The Bravo bikini, wasn't it? I didn't realize Adia had it.
One glance can tell you it doesn't fit. Clearly, the woman is fearless.
Are we sure this is wise? It might attract the wrong attention.
I told her to scream if anything happens. We have to trust her.
People lost their shit about it. Folks need to chill out, man. She's been afflicted by it too.
Hey, they're gone!
But I didn't hear a peep, let alone a scream.
In any case, we have to find her.
Have a look at this. Something is caught between the paving stones.
It's a scrap of the bikini. A hidden passage, then? I knew it! That explains the disappearing act. Agnes, follow me!
Ring a bell, you are right to be obsessed about this.
don't
If it
leave
gets
my
me a new
side,
job,
no
it's
matter
right to do.
Why do you say that?
Women are fickle beasts.
Come again?
Well, are we going in?
Yeah, I agree, Plaster. The problem,
I don't see the
and I've
red
shared
man
this
down
before, the theme, I think,
Secret passages, and now this?
is you can't be what you can't see, and when video games are constantly hyper-objectifying women and arguing that, oh, it's just fan service, it's telling, you know, women gamers that you're not a fan, you know, we're not going to put stuff in here that appeals to you. We assume that our fan base is 80% male or 90% male or whatever it is, and it is, that's true right now. It's getting better, we're approaching parity, but the more developers continue to include that stuff, it's alienating for no reason. If they did it equal opportunity, if Ring a Bell got in a banana hammock or something, then I would be thumbs way up. But it's just that it's consistently something that's done to women and female characters only.
It's all machines and laboratory tools. And row after row of those vials.
Why is that, Sir Cucumber?
There! Adia!
Oh, for Bravely Default, Sir Cucumber? Or for a different game?
She's breathing. Knocked out, but otherwise fine, thankfully.
All these women left here unconscious. We have to free them from this place.
I don't know, guys. It's tough. As with anything, you have to kind of be careful when you're defending one side or another. There's extremes on every end. But I think we can agree that, like...
But that would put me in quite the bind.
Things that go out of their way in video games just to be risque, and specifically be risque towards female characters, when that's, like, the only point of doing it in the game. Like, I get if you're trying to make a point in the story about it, when you're like, no, we're just going to add this costume element because it's going to be a little bit of extra fan service for our players. We're going to add a swimsuit mission to our game, whether it's Fire Emblem or Valkyria Chronicles, as a little extra incentive for our fans. That kind of stuff is irritating. If it just a character just happens to be dressed a certain way, whatever, you can say what you want about it. And I think the problem is people will take these complaints and they'll say because Bravely Default has a subplot that has to do with a fashion contest, the game is garbage. And, you know, Square Enix hates women. It's like, no, that's not true. We can be measured. We can have a balanced opinion of it. We can say, I don't like this part of the game. I think that this part is overdone and still think the game is okay. I think the people who say, oh, the game is garbage and misogynistic are missing the point.
Now that is unfortunate. Red is a fine nickname, but you've gone and butchered it.
I'll ask this once. What have you done to Idea?
Yeah, the localization of this game is really, really good. Oh, really, Cucumber? I didn't know that.
I gave you fair warning, boy. Said I'd have her in my pocket.
I do like that in both Fire Emblem and Valkyria Chronicles, it appears to pass the coin flip test. That is, like, the gender of any given character is pretty much random. You know, just because it's a heavy knight doesn't mean that it tends to be male. And just because it's a healer character doesn't mean it tends to be female, like it has been in the distant past. I really enjoyed that about Valkyria Chronicles especially. That felt true. I think they did a good job.
I'm telling you, it's all in the technique and the technology.
Yeah, Yukupo, I'm trying to be diplomatic. Like, I think I'm more on your side of the equation, where it elicits the eye roll. I get kind of irritated, you know, when someone's being a super perv and the game is kind of glorifying it. But I think that a good chunk of the Twitch community and just a good chunk of the gaming community, they just haven't approached the gender issue thing head on. And so when they hear people talk about it, the automatic thing as a male is to get defensive and say, don't attack me, you know, you're being unreasonable. And there's unreasonableness on all sides, and it's really hard, I think, for all of us to come in and agree on something, you know?
Take that device there.
Yeah, go for it, Mega Man.
It
Thanks.
turns out a little toxin called pheromone, see?
Toxin?
As in poison, yes. Follow along. You mix pheromone with Nitafix.
Yeah, right. Plaster Master, imagine this crowd back in the Nintendo censorship policy back in the 90s with Super Nintendo. They changed blood to sweat in Mortal Kombat.
And this cologne is born. Give it a little spray around the collarbone.
That's pretty funny. I see why they cut it, Mega Man, but I guess good for Square.
Can't imagine the stuff is good for you, but my, is it effective. Any woman within arm's reach falls for me. Guaranteed. A slave to my every word.
Yeah, it's almost always harmless, I agree. Like, you know, removing the cross from the hospitals in Earthbound. It doesn't matter, it doesn't
So yes, there's a
change the game.
To start.
Why do this? To attract women? Why imprison them here, then? What are you really after?
Simple. The Red always has his eye out for women that might prove useful. Ladies in the right places to help me climb my way to the top.
Yeah, right, Plaster Master?
Once I spot them, it's just a matter of making them fall for me. That part's easy. Then they do my work for me. Whatever I say. Recruitment
He's like
technique? Check.
a slave maker?
That's it then. All this for some lazy ambition.
Ring a bell doesn't care.
Now, don't get ahead of yourself, boy. What goes into that machine there? Ah, the women. It extracts the toxins from the seduced women to make cologne to seduce more women.
That's such a stupid concept. It's like the whole step 1, steal underwear. Step 2, step 3, profit.
Rinse, repeat. There's a fine technique for bringing down a nation.
Is it? Is it really? It sounds like it's a fine technique for making more women's seduction cologne.
Who are you?
Yeah, it's the evil toxins, Yukipo.
Hush, darling. Red still has the floor. Now, I never forget a lady's face. Ever. It's my gift. I knew yours in an instant. Imagine my surprise seeing not one, but 2 golden geese trundling along behind you. How you saw them as anything but an opportunity, I'll never
Yeah,
know.
Plaster, I think that there's the tendency toward hyperbole on the internet. It's basically guaranteed. Like, we can't say, you know what, I don't like this. Or like Yukibu was saying, you know what, this kind of turns me off a little bit to the game. I really wish this wasn't in here. You know, and let's have a conversation that's two-way about it. There's just the hyper-polarized, what the hell are you doing? Censorship, you're ruining my game. Like, all caps argument. And the only way to fight it back against that is to also go into all caps and argue. And I worry that this problem is only going to get worse and things are going to get more and more hyper-polarized over time. I want to keep an atmosphere on this Twitch channel, at least. You know, it's a very tiny corner of the internet, but a place where we can talk in a measured way with some nuance. I think it's cool that we have that right now.
I'd use every trick of the trade to make them fall for me. Once they're in love, they're yours. You've won.
Yeah, you're right, you
For
can
women
go.
are creatures of emotion.
No, this is a good conversation. I don't think we should flee from it either. It's relevant to this whole
A gal
plot
in
section
love
here.
will give anything, do anything for the man she loves.
And her wishes, her identity? These mean nothing to you?
Does a carpenter care for the wishes of his hammer? Tools ill have need of identities. Regardless, your capture will be my
Yeah,
ticket
no, I
to
agree,
riches
Flarewing.
and glory, and I thank you for that. A traitorous runaway.
At least in this case, he's made out to be an absolute villain. And I don't think they offer any kind of grayness to him.
Are you with the Legion?
Did, like, the rose costume give you a hint, Tiz?
Thank you. Where was I? Ah, yes. Techniques for getting ahead. Use every tool in reach till it crumbles to dust. That's how
I'm working on it, Yukipo.
a dandy.
A man who would call a woman his tool is no man. My friends will suffer no further insults.
Good for you, Ring a Bell. You know, I'm glad that this subplot wasn't cut for exactly that reason. That Ring a Bell gets to have that line. Remind everyone that this isn't cool, guys. This guy is a bad guy, and we should fight him. So there's a reason this wasn't cut, but it was cut from Fire Element. Fire Element's one of your allies that's doing it to another ally, and it's accepted as being okay.
Red Mage Fiore DeRosa.
Oh shit, he's a red mage! I like that they kind of conceal that from you, too. Alright, we're gonna have everyone defend here. Oh, Adia's charmed. Can I remove that? Is there an item to remove charm? I don't know if there is. Sleep, pure status ailments. That's kind of cool. It does work, perfect. Oh, but you can use it on anybody. Interesting. Thanks for casting Blind, Shit. Alright. We'll save that for if we really need it. You, my friend. I'm gonna do maximum draw, and then we're gonna do a bunch of mugs. do 2 mugs and a lifesteal. I'm trying to get him full up on health.
Enough.
Yeah, there are accessories to prevent charm. I have a couple of them. It hits pretty hard. Shit. Ether stolen. Let me see everything though. Everyone else default until we steal the last thing. Shit, we can keep him uncharmed. Yikes. Actually, you know, I really do like the cool. Really do like the accordion. Forgot about this one. I think I just like all of them. The special move songs. How does Asuna remove it too, I wonder? I don't know if it particularly targets that one. 4x mug. Come on, let's do the last thing. Shit. Nothing. Fear? Yikes. I remember how fear works. Dread? Well, that's good. At least I know Tiz can remove. Oh, you can't use... Dread is you can't use Brave or Default, it looks like. Let's get it on Ring a Bell here. Nobody else can Default. Ouch. Ouch. Lots of ouch. We're gonna do several things here. We're gonna do Raise, Ring a Bell, we're gonna do Kira on everybody. Actually, we're gonna do Raise on Ring a Bell, and then we're gonna go ahead and pop Rejuvenation. Now we still need to have 3, so we're gonna do Raise, Rejuvenation, and then Asuna on Agnes, and then she can default. That was kind of... Fuck, that's bad. Oh, this guy's not screwing around. So have her punch. Seems like the only right thing to do. Let's try it again. Raise. Rejuvenation. Asuna on this. I'm guessing Cure on everybody. It lands. There we go.
Give us strength!
Yeah, brave, 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 brave. Asuna, Asuna, Asuna. I haven't finished my Conquest 1 run yet. No, Flarewing. I'm looking to bring it back though. Cure on everybody, and then we'll Asuna Idea. Just attack. Ow. Ow. Holy shit, I don't think we're gonna win this fight. Could summon somebody, I think I'm gonna have to. Alright. Your time is now. Gigaton swing, let's do it. Hopefully we'll land in time. Not screwing around.
Ready to fly?
Oh, we didn't steal the last item though. Yeah, actually. I need to steal the last item, so I'm gonna attempt it again. Although, where was my last autosave? Do I want to close out? We'll do it. We're gonna try it again. I might still end up using Gigaton Swing, since otherwise that fight's a huge pain in the ass of consistently trying to, because I could have used Bravely Second too. I never remember that I can do that. Where are the fairy flies? Should be able to skip all the cutscenes leading up to it. Redo, you know it. May give some people anti-charm gear. Rebuff locket. I don't think it actually makes her immune to charm. You can probably make Ring a Bell immune though. We don't have immunity to dread, unfortunately. Oh, but we need him to have the thief's gloves. No, she should have it. You had to heal a boss before. Yeah, really good song, I agree.
Hey, isn't that the...
I could use the SP. I never really used it in my old playthrough. Yeah, 6 hours. But it's something I would regenerate all of it in time for the next session at the rate I'm currently playing through it. There's a lot of consecutive cutscenes. This might be one of like the longest cutscene sequences in the game. Oh, that sounds awesome, Yukupo. I watched a friend play most of the first Red Dead Redemption. I thought it was really, really cool. Yeah, look how long this is. This is just back-to-back cutscenes. Okay, so this time we're gonna go all in on stealing. She still starts out charmed no matter what, whether you put the item on her or not. Hermes sandals. That's actually a really important item to steal. I'm gonna try fighting him again. I'll keep Bravely second in mind this time if we need it. Do Kira on... why don't we go ahead and open up with the party heal? We don't need to use the Soon on anybody. Rejuvenation. And default as well.
Let's go!
Ouch. Okay. I'm not going to use the OP skill this time. Could live without it. Better than that. Well, that's pretty hard. Shit. I'm gonna use a remedy on him before his turn comes up. Is that here? Wait, no, she has access to it, so we don't need to waste the item. Cool. Kira? Man, I ain't even trying to hear that. Let's try doing a raise and then a Kira all before this buff runs out. Whew. Shit. Dude's not screwing around, man. It's awful. We got some healing in there. Okay, too late now. It's too bad. Good God. Gigaton press. We'll have Ring a Bell to it. If he can heal Phoenix down Tiz so he still gets XP. Go, go, friendship! Got my Hermes sandals. I did steal. I got the Hermes sandals. It was totally worth it. Warrior's Flare. Take that. Perfect. I played this early enough that I didn't really have any friends that had Buku Bonkers summons. We tend to have, like, I would tell my friend, hey, I'm going to be leveling up Monk if you want to level up White Mage or whatever, so that we could benefit from Ability Link. And I think that's the intended purpose of the game, of the system. But now everyone has the game and everyone's at max levels, so it's really easy to get everyone full Ability Links. Yes, thank you to those who shared friend codes with abilities.
Makes a fine
I would have sat that fight out, but like it's all about removing status effects, and it's just time that would push us way over time limit. I'm almost done with stream here in about 3 minutes. I think we'll switch somebody over to a red mage, and then we'll find someone to throw host to and sign off for the night.
These links, just to use women?
Have to wonder whether a more direct approach might not have been more effective.
Look here, at these papers. I imagine they're his writing.
Reports. They're awfully thick.
Thank you for coming to my rescue, all of you. I was careless.
Ringabel led the charge the whole way. Direct your thanks at him.
Thank you, Ringabel. You're squarely on the white as the driven snow list for today.
Aww.
Appreciated. Come to think of it, that suit is the wrong size.
Way to be less terrible.
You're liable to...
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean?
Why are you upset? It's a simple fact that the size isn't...
Ugh. I'm moving you to my dead to me.
Man, Ringabel, you went from having so many points to having negative points. Way to go, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably be switching to Reg Mage, that's correct. I've been kind of working in that direction for the whole game so far. Awesome. So thank you everybody for hanging out. We had a lot of fun today. If you're new to the stream, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. You can go to games.marstead.com to see a list of YouTube playlists for every game that we're currently working on and have already beaten. Bravely Default is going to return. Actually, tomorrow we're playing Pillars of Eternity, and normally I stream Monday through Friday, but next week my wife and I are getting in a truck and we're moving all the way to Los Alamos, New Mexico. So given that my tower is going to be packed up and I'm going to be on the road, I will not be able to stream next week. But Bravely Default will return the week after that. We're going to try to plug in as much time in as we can in order to finish it before the release of Bravely 2nd on April the 15th. We're going to throw a host over to Bunny Tails. We picked her up the other day when she was playing Dark Souls. She's really cool. She was really friendly when we popped in last time. And right now she's playing Fallout 4. So pop in, say hello, throw her a follow if you haven't yet, and we'll see you tomorrow for some Pillars of Eternity. Have a good night, everybody.